What's roll out?
Well, good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everyone's well.
Oh, God
Wait.
damn it.
Wait. Music? Liz?
Do you want some music?
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
I mean, I believe I did hear that request sent earlier.
Yay!
I usually don't start until Sam starts talking, but okay.
Well, I was sitting here in silence, like, well, not silence or talking, you know what I mean. But,
It's hard to drown Crusher out.
yeah, no one wants to hear me talk all the time, come on.
You want to drown Crusher?
In the barge, yeah.
Yeah, we're going on the barge, it is possible.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, welcome in, everybody. How you doing, Vito? How you doing, Ghost? Appreciate you guys coming in. We're finally back. We had a week off because of, we had one person away and I was just too big a week of work. But we're back, ready to go again, continue the adventure. Joined by our ever gracious and nice DM Sab.
Suck up.
Well, I figure if I say
Alright.
these things, hopefully you'll
first
come
to
true.
Look, he just wants magic items in the shop. Listen to him.
Joined again by our good friend and moderator of the channel, Az.
Hey guys.
Hi, Az.
Our good friend and fellow Twitch streamer, Average Gamer Wes. Twitch.tv/Average Gamer Wes. Should make you do your own plug. Go, Wes, go.
What? No.
Do your own plug. What do you stream?
No. Not doing it.
Hi, Wes.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. Wes.
And joined once again by a good friend and also fellow streamer, Shady HD. I'm going to make you do your own plug.
Hi.
Hi, Shay.
Shay. Hi, Fred.
Your voice is so bassy today.
Mm.
That's
Barry
three
White.
things. I haven't talked today, so it's kind of, of that register. But hi.
Does your voice normally get a higher pitch as the day goes on?
Yeah, usually due to my frustration with having to actually exist at the same time as every other person I encounter.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
I know the
That's fair.
feeling.
I just now I'd love to see you at like the tail end of a 24-hour stream. It'd be like you're on helium. The voice starts off like this, and then hour 23, it's like he's just sucked the balloon.
No, kind of like it peaks, right? Like gets to a spot and then it like just drops down as like my will to live just decreases further.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Happy to be here too. Thanks.
Yeah. Moving on. Joined by our good friend and not fellow Twitch streamer, unfortunately, Mr. Bread.
Dude, I got 9 followers.
The amazing Pred,
Yeah,
you mean?
thank
You
you.
mean
The amazing,
Pred?
awesome, immaculate Pred.
Hello, everybody.
Fred.
Hi, Brad. Yep.
Hi, Fred.
Thank you.
Everybody say good morning, Mr. Pred. Good morning.
And of course, joined by our good friend and co-founder of Woot and Forge Gaming, Mr. Woots. Which we're just repping a little bit here today. I've got the shirt on. We've got the dice box. Wait, where's
This
the
was
dice
not
box?
prearranged.
This is my own free will.
This has not been endorsed by Wooten Forge.
This is not a sponsored stream. We just like
I'm still
to.
waiting for the... Hey, wait a minute. Where's my royalty check from all this advertising?
Yeah, look at all the items we have, like the dice box and
still
the
waiting.
pens
Look
and.
at this. Look at the craftsmanship. If it focuses. There, look at that.
The amazing
Dice box,
craftsmanship.
God, there was-
Look at the craftsmanship.
Mm,
So if-
Hand carved by Woots himself.
that's right.
So if you're ever looking for D&D accessories, he even has shirts like this amazing shirt that I'm wearing. It's so comfy. Handmade wood pens. They are absolutely amazing. So go check out Woot and Forge.
And they're in stock at the moment, actually. So
Go get
buy
them
one, they'll
because
get sent directly to you.
They feel
And they
good.
come in a really nice leather pouch as well with the little
Ooh,
Written
lovely.
Forge signature on it.
Handmade, that one.
Each item
Hand-stitched.
blessed by Craig Smallhammer.
That's right.
You can't even, honestly, you can't tell the difference between our ad plugs and Sam's from Critical Role. It's
They're
this
so
exact
good.
same thing. It's wow.
Utter chaos.
I
It
think they're
rules
better, in
all.
fact.
Yep. All right. Well, that's all the introductions done. Suppose we need to recap and all that, don't we?
Please.
Yeah, somebody. If anyone remembers.
Who wants a volunteer?
Are we starting a new
Wes
campaign
said
this
he was
week?
going to volunteer.
I think this is a new campaign, isn't it? This is a fresh start.
Fresh start. Where's this playing another bird?
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. I honestly, I don't remember where we left off. I have no idea.
We went to a magic shop.
Where there was a crazy ass gnome.
Oh,
I remember
was
that.
at the
He was awesome. I really liked him.
Yeah.
I stayed. That's right. I stayed outside and I sent my message.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Also
right.
went to an alchemy store, so Pred
That was the
could buy
alchemy
his-
store. You did that.
It was an old dragon born.
She was slow as fuck.
And we learned some more of Rhapsody's backstory. And she hasn't shared this information with the group yet, but they sort of need to then hide from people in Baldur's Gate because she's a wanted person.
Right, we practiced disguise. No, invisibility.
Oh, crushes
Yes.
touch of invisibility.
Yes. And I tried to slap Elendier's butt. Yep.
Mm,
And Grung had his vision at the temple
vision. Yes.
Hmm.
That's right.
and found out all his tribe is dead.
Yay!
Alright, you joined the two Goliaths. We're all tribeless.
Found out Illidir can't talk about Tiamat.
Is that just because of your roles?
No, not because of the rolls this time.
Oh,
It's part of the
sorry.
It's actually part of the game.
Sorry.
You
it
can't
wasn't-
talk about Tiamat.
Thought it might be because you rolled zeros 3 times in a row.
Well, it happened because of that. So yes,
Yeah, technically.
real
yes,
world
it's
is
my bad
influencing D
rolls.
and D.
We got a quest to go to Baldur's Gate and join up with a caravan to find the Bolt's caravan, if I remember correctly.
That's right. We got to find out where they're taking all the treasure, right?
Yes, yes.
Treasure.
Yeah.
Belt buckles.
Yep. Still got,
What's the status of the belt buckle?
still got it. Still in my
Yeah.
bag, ready to go.
Excellent.
It's waiting for its moment to shine.
Yep.
To see if you see what I did there.
I did.
Yep.
I
Terrible.
approve.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And that's all I can remember. Is there anything else I've missed?
Jay went off to help forge a new sword because he had to leave early. So his Visok went off to help forge.
Rhapsody got a color of potion change for her eyes and hair
That's
dye
right.
for her hair to help her to hide.
Yep. And you
Yeah.
also got a spell scroll of sending, I think it was.
Yep, I learned to learn message.
Message.
But I think
Well-
we revealed I wasn't high enough to actually learn.
But
yet.
I'm
I
going
had
to
to be level
change
5.
that. I'm going to change that so you can use it twice a day. Outside. It's just a spell you can use twice a day.
Yep, easy.
So
So is that
Rather
was
than having
it
part of-
message or sending?
it was the one that's limited to anybody on the plane and could be anywhere between 25 words.
Okay. That's must be sending.
Twitter.
It's a
Is it
level. It's
one
the
way, or-
Third level.
no.
one.
She can send a spell. She can send the message and then they can respond.
So I can send 25 words, and then they can respond with 25 words.
So it is sending. Message is the cantrip.
25 words,
Yeah, that's
or
what I
25
got.
characters?
No, 25 words.
Okay.
Use a lot of hyphens.
And you don't have to necessarily know the person. You can know of them and their description, and then try to send the message, but it might not get to the right person.
Ooh, risky.
hmm
Your sport team loses. Just yell at the sports person for losing. Why the fuck is someone yelling in my ear?
What if it like connects up with like some random person, start having a conversation with them?
Random, like
Hey.
telling them these confidential information. What the fuck?
And then all of a sudden you're off on this random side quest to the middle of nowhere. Weirder
Could be
things have
fun.
happened.
I mean, don't put it past us.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, this is John from Microsoft.
Okay. I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yeah, it's close enough.
Close enough is good enough.
Sounds good.
You're also getting some equipment from the dwarf and his followers.
Yeah, and Vernon ended up getting some ingredients or items for his
Smoke bomb.
a couple of little bombs that he wanted.
Oh, that's right. And you were going to
Nice
make
smoke bomb.
health potions for
I
us all.
was on the barge. Yep.
And then he's also got a bag of gold, which you just figured out how much was in there, I think, in the end.
Yes, I have that. Hold on.
And Ilandir also has a scroll of comprehend languages,
Yes.
which was a one-time use because it's a scroll and he's a sorcerer and doesn't have a book to
Yes.
copy it to.
I had to spend a gold
Might
on
come in
something.
Might come in handy someday,
You never
somewhere.
know.
Exactly, you
When
never
friends
know.
not around.
And it turns out I had a couple more notes than what I thought. It's like nearly 2 pages, 2 A4 pages.
I'm shocked.
I'm glad we have at least one.
I believe the term is gobsmacked, Shay.
Mm.
At least there's somebody who's keeping track of most things.
Yep.
Yeah, unlike the DM who had, what, 2 lines?
But I remember most of what happened. I
No.
know.
It was,
right,
I hate
mate.
this party. Holy
My
shit.
notes are more what's going to happen because of things, not what's happened during the week, that session. So,
Two
My notes are
words,
very
they
different.
die, underlining them multiple times.
oh, you messed this up, you're fucked.
You really should have looked in that room. You're fucked.
Please. It's us.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to find the handle for the door based on lost minds.
Yep.
Yeah, because of how crap we played there.
Yeah, because it took you half an hour to find that secret passage.
Hey,
Mhm.
Shay, have you noticed on the map you've got a place? There's some mountains called the Shay Redim.
Oh god.
Coincidence.
Coincidence? I
Nothing
think
is
not.
coincidence.
Maybe we should go there instead of Baldur's Gate. What do you think, Sab?
I say we go to Westgate. That was only a couple of months ride.
Yeah. In the opposite direction.
I mean, nothing catastrophic could happen in a couple of months' time as you go in the wrong direction.
Nah, nothing.
Nah, I'll be
Not
fine.
at all.
Alright. So that's most of what's happened in the last couple of weeks. You ended up the session back at the... What the hell was the place called?
Two black antlers.
The Two Black Antlers, I think?
Something like that.
Pair of black
Two
antlers.
Black antlers, one black
Pair of
antler.
black antlers, yeah.
Broken
half a
antler.
Black antler.
The Broken Antler was
Broken
my one.
Yeah, the broken
Oh,
antler was the
fair
first one.
Yeah, so it's a pair of black antlers.
Yep.
You ended up back there after doing miscellaneous things and visiting stores and helping forge a sword. You have one more day before you depart, I believe. I said.
That
I think
sounds
so.
about right. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Rings a bell.
So you just have a long rest, so you just have that done. Because I couldn't think of anything to throw at you during the night. And you start your new day. What do you do?
Well, they listened to Rhapsody's
Yeah, where's my flute?
inspiring song for the first 10 minutes of the day.
Yes, and then Scratch repeats it and mimics it for the second 10 minutes of the day.
Oh, that-
For the third as well.
14 hit points I get now?
No, just 7.
I tried that last week and didn't work, so I wouldn't let it go.
It's a flute solo, everyone. So calming, so relaxing. What a great way to wake up.
The counts, right?
It was invigorating as the other song was.
So that is 7 temporary hit points until the next long rest or they're used. Well, next rest really. Could be short rest as well.
Or until we're dead.
Jeez, now
So
there's two of
much
them.
mystic
Oh,
Have you got a death wish tonight?
PKK?
Yeah, someone told him there was a new bird, and now
Have you seen
Yeah,
it? Have
why'd you
seen
tell
the new
him?
character? You seen that new character?
Psychic damage.
Oof. Yeah, stab myself with my rapier.
Wow,
Just
being
sharpening your
invigorated.
sword. Ooh, whoops.
Whoops, I slipped.
His rapier.
Oh.
Magic damage.
Well, Scratch is in a playful mood, so he's going to stick his head out the window and mimic the bell sound that changes shift as well.
They're going to be so glad when we leave.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
What rooms are we?
These are in the
big
black
dorm.
pair of black antlers.
Yeah, because don't we have separate rooms?
I thought wasn't it a big dorm room with like bunks?
Yeah, I
and
thought
stuff?
we only had the one room.
I thought we had.
I
two
think in the
rooms
Broken
and one
Antler we
for
had room.
Rhapsody.
That was a broken antler.
Are we at a different one?
Yes.
These are
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think they
Whoever
actually
is here.
specified which room.
I-
we were in.
Too many.
never said.
because
we
we
never
went
got-
with Unter Froom, and he told us not to leave the area.
Right.
Which we
We
proceeded to
did
do
Which we
straight
did
away.
anyway.
We didn't leave too far.
With the other side of town for the magic shop on the river.
So, who wants breakfast? I'm hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry too.
does
I'm up
sound good.
for some breakfast, Grung.
Yeah.
I will join you.
All right. I'll lead our way down to the. I'm assuming there's a food court or a breakfast area or tables or something like that.
You're in the tavern, so yeah, there's food.
Yeah, the tables. Okay.
It's just a food court inside a tavern with different retail.
Can you
Oh.
walk, Boots, or do you just have to hop everywhere?
No, I can walk.
You walk? Okay.
Hmm.
That was completely out of character, by the way.
Oh,
Can he walk?
That's why I called you Woots.
I can.
So you
walk.
go downstairs, you see about a half dozen different people having meals this time of day.
Vernon goes over to the innkeep. What is there for breakfast, innkeep?
You see a dwarf standing behind the counter. What do you want?
Some meat would be good.
That we do here.
Excellent.
Anything else?
Oh, my
Rainbow
friend over
wings.
there, he enjoys the juice. And Vernon turns and points towards Ilandir. Just not the apple juice.
Alright then.
Fruit, breads, cheese.
Alrighty.
Varden, do they have any beans?
Oh, do you have any beans?
Beans.
Yes, beans.
I'll go take a look and see what we have.
Thank you, my friend.
Brother, just bring me something of what you're having, please.
Can do.
Nuts and seeds.
Nuts and seeds.
Righty then. Quite the eclectic
Basically, all your inventory. You want one of each, please.
Alright. Give me 20 minutes and I'll be back.
Thank you, my friend. Vernon
walks
turns and walks off back to the group.
He walks off behind the counter to go look to see what the hell he can actually get for use for breakfast. Seeing how you asked for such a wide range of
Come on, Sab.
random
All we
stuff.
wanted was meat, juice, beans, nuts, fruit bread,
Seeds.
Seeds.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cheese.
Seeds.
Is that all?
That's all.
And that's before ordering drinks.
Yeah, I was gonna say use ordered juice, and that's all you're getting.
Have you got any pancakes?
Oh, what about waffles?
Waffles.
Week 10, the quest for breakfast.
Yes.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Yeah, we're all in a
Mm.
good mood tonight, apparently.
Everybody's
It's
up and
going to
about
be
a bit.
a
Zach.
very good day, I think.
Very good day.
Did everybody sleep well?
I did. Thank you, Grom.
Mm,
Woke up even better.
no
Oh,
dreams.
that's good. That's good.
Didn't have 7 temporary hit points yesterday, I'll tell you that.
It felt weird. Well, we got one more day before we have to leave for the barge. What are the plans for the day?
Mm.
Well,
What do
is
you
there any
think to do?
supplies anybody wants to get?
I'm intrigued to go back to that
Hmm.
magic door to see what wares he actually has.
Ah,
But we seem to be a bit quick. We didn't get to look at the wares last time. We'll go see what he has this time.
I think you pissed him off last time.
He may not actually let you back in the store today.
convinced the store might not even be there, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, they had scrolls. Like,
What do they normally have?
magic
what
stores
does
usually
a-
have some magic items.
Aren't the scrolls magic?
I mean, more like staves that contain a spell or
Ah,
something that can help you in some way or form.
the sorcery world is not something I'm familiar with.
No.
Depends what town as well as to what items they have. Some towns are more attuned to the arcane arts.
Imagine that giant magical second sun is probably magic.
That's why I thought they'd have something, but we'll go see what he has.
I mean, it may be dampening the magics around here as well.
Ah,
I hadn't
I
thought
don't
of that.
quite remember. Did we find out what that was? This second light.
no. Something to do with vampires, I recall, but this is not an area I've travelled very well. My first time to this town. City, really, rather than town. Should not insult its grandeur.
And I believe you may have mentioned that you knew something about it, but never actually shared it until now.
Ah. No, I don't know too much. I just know they had vampire problems. And
What's that?
vampires, they're a beast I get paid to hunt. And then
Oh,
the second son, it made the vampires unable to operate in this city anymore. Sorry, been in Greenness too long.
Got too used to saying town.
Yes. Yeah, no use to thick walls and guard patrols.
what do these vampires look like?
They can look like any race, I think.
Oftentimes, you won't know that they're even a vampire until they are drinking your blood.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Yes, they're not something you want to meet in a dark cave.
I'm glad that
Um,
second son's up there then.
Hmm. The members of my company undertake special training in order to proficiently hunt vampires, and it's not something that I have undertaken myself.
Hmm. You must be a mighty warrior, Vernon.
I've been around, fought many a creature, always on the lookout to fight more.
Hmm.
About this time, your food order and juice arrives.
Excellent.
Ah, thank
Look,
you.
Elandir, I got you that juice you liked, not apple.
What juice did he find?
roll investigation to see if you can figure out what juice he gave you.
I asked the barkeep, what juice did you give to us? But I still need a roll investigation for that.
I didn't realize you were asking the bartender.
Yeah,
Because he just
okay,
dropped it and went.
I'm
You'd
asking,
be happy
what
to
what
do
juice
some
is
rolls,
this?
'cause last week didn't you only roll like twice all night?
Actually, I got the new box. Fuck it, we'll do an investigation just to see what happens.
Well, yeah.
That's a 10, so ask the barkeep.
Hey, it's better than what you normally roll.
Exactly, I'm into double digits.
It's not grung juice this time.
It's not grung juice.
I believe this one was plum juice, so enjoy. And he walks off.
Can't say I've had plum juice before.
Can't say I've had a plum before.
I believe they help to keep you regular.
Mm.
Fruit
Ooh.
juice.
It's very important, actually.
Mm.
Interesting.
Prune juice for the old man.
Ah.
That's yeah, right. Elodie will grab a juice and just sip away at it. Interesting taste.
Interesting. Interesting.
Would
Good.
you like to try
Interesting bad.
How about you try some, Vernon?
All right. Vernon takes the offered juice and drinks some. Well, this was not what I was expecting. He looks at it oddly. Plum juice.
I don't know whether to like it or not.
I'm thirsty. He downs the whole cup.
Does anyone else want a mug of plum juice?
He only brought you the one glass. That was it. It's gone.
Come on. It's gone.
I'm ignoring what's happening and I'm just pecking away at my nuts and seeds, shaking my head.
That was the only drink he's ordered, so.
One juice.
Yep. Great planning on Vernon's behalf here.
So,
Right,
Vernon,
just
when's the
quietly,
rest of it
rice
coming?
beans.
The rest of what? Oh dear. The
Like-
rest of what?
We had one juice. Did you get any drinks for the table, or
Oh, I just got your juice.
that you just drank
You offered it to me.
to taste?
Ah. Well,
I
it
suppose
tasted,
you did get a good taste of it.
He
it
tasted
tasted all right. I don't know if I'd order it again though.
Is the
Well,
barkeep
everybody
within like
else want a
earshot
drink
card
as
call
well.
from the table for the barkeep, or do I have to go up to him?
You could try and get his attention.
Like, how far away from the bar are we? Like, across the room, or are we close to where he would be, or
He's about 20 meters away.
okay, Illidir, or say the table. Well, how about I get some drinks for the table, and what do we want to drink?
Plum juice.
Plum
Water
juice,
would be fine.
water.
water.
Yes.
Fine with water.
Okay, water it
Sure you
is.
don't want some of this juice, brother.
Yeah.
We've got a wolf on our hands from Star Trek.
Listen out.
Illidir will walk up to the barkeep and barkeep, would you mind bringing out some water for the table and 2
Illidir,
mugs of
Make
juice?
it two cups of plum juice.
But you want 2,
Yeah, make it 2.
so 3.
Yes.
And
Okay.
a bucket of water for me.
And a bucket of water for Grung.
I'll tell the barkeep.
So,
Did you hear that?
yeah, he's a very strange group. And he just walks off muttering to himself.
Thank you. I'll return to the table.
We are very strange, actually.
We are strange, Grung.
Yes. We are very strange as a group.
Better to be strange than boring.
True.
And 5 minutes later, you get your drinks and your bucket of water and
Plum
anything,
juice.
anything else you want to do while he's having breakfast.
Vernon gulps down one of his plum juice cups in one go. I think I'm going to like this juice, Ilndir.
And he'll have a bit of his. It's not bad, is it?
Hmm. I've never had plum before. What is a plum? What does it look like?
They're a small purple fruit grown on a tree.
Ah.
Perhaps I've had orange juice, I've had apple juice, not from this town though. And I've had plum juice now. Wonder what other juices there are.
God.
Few people often talk about juice. This is an interesting topic.
Oh,
If it's a fruit, it can often be turned into a juice. As can a lot of vegetables. Although the vegetable ones aren't quite as nice as the fruit ones.
Carrot juice. I've had
Carrot
that
juice isn't
before.
bad.
Yep. Excellent.
Well,
Okay then.
Is your sword finished, brother?
No. Maybe I have to
Ah.
return today to do some more work on it. It's a difficult process.
I hope it will be worth the wait.
I'm sure it will.
So, Ilndir wants to go to the magic store. I wouldn't mind looking for a fishing rod. Maybe some crabbing pots for our journey.
Oh, you like to fish?
Indeed, Grung. I love to fish.
I also like to fish.
I'm not too surprised by that, given your frog-like nature.
Yes.
How do you fish?
With my mouth.
You have a natural advantage over me then, my friend.
That's right.
Do Grongs have a long tongue?
Well, you'll have to buy me a drink and find out.
I've got some juice here.
Oh,
Pick up your second cup of plum juice.
Why is the barkeep listening to our conversation?
I was wondering that out of character.
You sure you don't want to try this plum juice, brother?
Most sure. Thank you, my friend.
All right, your loss. Vernon gulps down the plum juice. I tell you, this plum juice is growing on me. I like it.
too many people drink plum juice here.
I don't know. I've never even heard of a plum until today.
Oh. Well, should we go find Ilndir's magic shop and Visok's sword? Is it what you wanted to do?
Do not forget my fishing gear.
Oh, yes, of course. Fishing rod.
Yes. And all gifted to be grung.
Okay, so he's finished up your breakfast and he can go about doing whatever he's want to do.
Vernon gets up and goes to the innkeep. Do you know of anywhere I could buy fishing gear?
That would be down by the barges, the docks.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. And this plum juice, do you have any more?
I have a little bit more.
I would love one more cup, please.
Alrighty then.
You're
Reaches
going to
under,
be so regular.
pours you a glass of.
Oh, he's likely to be in the bathroom by the end of the day.
It's gonna be in the middle of a battle.
Thank you. Thank you so
It's gonna
much.
be like, oh,
Roll a
by the way.
Constitution saving throw.
You shit
Full
yourself.
Vernon downs the offered plum juice and heads back to his companions.
All rolls now have disadvantage.
I'm ready to go. I feel invigorated.
Mm.
You may not be saying that in a few hours when it's coming out the other end.
What do you mean, coming out the other end? Well, what is this? Is this juice?
Well,
All in good time.
plum juice is known to assist with the digestive system.
Assist? What do you mean? Illindir, what does she mean?
I have no clue what she means. This is news to my ears as well.
Oh. Sure, a man of learning.
I don't read
may
on
need-
the biology, unfortunately.
Oh.
You may be finding that when using the chamber pot, there's not much difference between the front and the back.
What?
This must be magic juice.
The other dude just starts cracking himself laughing. Just, I didn't realize it did that. I'm glad I only had one glass.
But it's so delicious.
You should have another one.
Oh. I don't think he has any left.
Oh, that's probably a good thing for us then.
Oh. What? Oh. What is the expected date of delivery?
Oh, it could be any time in the next 5 minutes, anywhere up to the next 5 hours.
Maybe you will be passing eggs of your own.
From the sound of it, they will not be eggs, Gronk. Well,
Juice.
let's get down to the magic store before I need to use the other magic store.
Okay.
We might need prestidigitation soon.
I think so.
I don't know if it's going to clean up that much. This is a Goliath they're talking about.
Who knows if Brundis even does anything to a Goliath?
Vernon gets up and starts heading to the door. Are we going or are we staying? Because if we're staying, I'm going upstairs and just locking myself away.
Let's go.
Everyone's
Get up
going?
Finish my breakfast, yeah, and head off to
Mm-hmm.
the magic store.
You just take your 25 minute walk down to the medic store and you see if it looks the same as yesterday.
What time morning is it by the time we get there?
8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there.
As we reach the door, Vernon stops a nearby passerby. Why, good man, is there a public latrine nearby?
Yeah, there is some just down the end of the pier here.
Down the end of the pier. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be
but
back.
You Elvis all of a sudden?
Vernon runs off.
Seems
I'll
always
see you
fast
in the
and Goliaths.
Roll me a constitution save there.
Constitution save. 6.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
That was the last we ever saw of him.
Okay, so you don't see Vernon for a little bit. The rest of you are at the front of the medic store.
And they will knock on the door. Hello, are you open?
Creaks open as you knock on it.
Gonna take that as a yes. Walk in the door. Hello?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, use again. Sit. I'll be out there in a second. And you hear a grinding of a number of chairs appear out of the different walls and for you to sit down on. What do you do? Don't touch anything!
Do you want us to take a seat, or...?
Don't touch anything but sit down.
Illidir will sit on the closest chair and look around confused.
I'll follow Illidir's lead and sit next to him.
Roll me a perception check there, Wes.
10.
10. Okay. Is everyone else going in, sitting down, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll head in and sit down.
I'm just standing, but I'm looking around.
Okay. With your passive perception, because it's so fucking high, you catch glinting off one of the walls. Looks like something like a set of armor sort of stuff. That's you didn't see it yesterday, and now that you've seen it, it's caught your attention.
Shiny.
Hmm.
What's shiny, girl?
Scratch. Look, Scratch. Shiny.
Hmm?
Look over there.
And now that he's pointed it out to you, you see it as well.
I better investigate.
So you're going to get up and walk towards it.
Yes.
Make sure not to touch anything, Scratch.
No touch. Just look.
And as you get closer, you want to start automatically reaching out your hand to touch it. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Can Ilandir use prestidigitation to blow a gust of wind in between the hand and the suit to, like, not touching the suit, but try to force his hand away from it?
Not at this moment.
Is a 4 gonna cut it?
No. You reach out and touch it, and you're now immobilized. Never learn. They never learn. Always one. Always one. I told you not to touch anything.
Do we notice that he's immobilized, or does he look like he's just standing there touching it?
He just looks like he's touching it.
Okay.
But you just hear this guy muttering out the back.
What he's wondering about.
Then you hear some crashing of items as well. Ah, damn it. They're always such a pain.
Scratch, are you okay? Ilandir will go over and look at Scratch and go.
You notice that he's not moving. And you are now wanting to put. You're wanting to now touch what he's touched as well. Roll a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 5. We're back to normal, people.
Yep. You also reach out your hand, and you're also now stunned for the moment.
Refund to the dice box.
This is the worst game of Twister ever.
So there's now. So there is now Ilandir and Scratch reaching out with their hands, touching this item, immobile. Foolish people, foolish people.
Is it going to hurt them? Are they going to stay that way?
He's not out the back. He's not out there yet. He's just muttering to himself. You just hear bits of it coming through.
We might need some help.
And after a minute, it wears off, and you can move again. Woots. Sorry, Scratch. Wrong person.
And with that, I dart away from whatever it is back to the opposite side of the room and cower in fear.
Sorry, Scratch. I did not know that they would do that.
And about a minute wait later, Ilandir is also free to move.
Oh. Walk back across and sit back down in the chair. Yep, not going anywhere. Anything else in the shop again?
He did say just sit down and don't touch anything.
I saw Scratch making noises. I'm sorry that I show concern for our companion.
This is a strange place, Ilandir.
That it is. Funny that last time we walked in here freely, but this time must have got new stock with that or something.
And about this time, you see the little gnome come back out. You are early, and one. You pointed at you, Visok. You aren't the same Goliath. Why are you? Where's the other?
I believe you have to attend to a matter.
This is all strange. All very strange. This is not right. Not right. Not right. Magic items you're here for, yes? Yes?
Yes.
I believe so.
Hmm. You're just starting. Just starting. Still much for you to do, yes. But outside my price range, most of my stuff, yes. But
Very likely.
let's see what I have. And he wanders back to display canvas. Now, what will you be needing soon? Starts muttering, going through a pile of random stuff, it looks like to use. Yeah, no. What would you like if you could?
Fly. I would like to fly.
Fly. I don't have that yet. Later on, if you come back, I might have it, but not now. Yes, don't worry, young bird. You will get to fly at some point.
I look disappointed.
Don't be too disappointed.
Villager's just waiting to see what he produces.
Well, he's just digging through a random pile of stuff. He's waiting for you to answer him what you're looking for, specifically, to see if he can find it.
I'm just looking for something that may be of use in the coming campaign or coming adventures. For campaigning, it makes sense. In the coming adventures, I got all that scroll of comprehend languages from you yesterday. I'm looking for something more utility that may come in handy.
Still don't know what he's looking for. And not find it.
No
for a
one told me
long
I
time
needed
before.
to look through things to look for.
Not know what he want. Not find for a long time. Too blind. Too persistent on finding dragon stuff. Yes. Let's see.
Blue bird?
That blue bird is not your concern for now. Don't worry about it. Later on, that blue bird you worry about. Let's see. Mind shielding handy. But too expensive for you now. Let's see. Oh. He pulls out a couple of potions, puts them on the bench. Now, these could be handy and fun.
What are they?
And at this time, Pred, you can actually walk back in if you want to.
Vernon enters the door slowly. Hello? You all still here?
You see them all sitting down with the gnome. I jumped up on a bench, pulling out a couple of potions in his hands up on a bench.
I point to the shiny thing. Don't touch.
Don't touch what?
Yeah, don't worry. It's a test. And always fail, used to. Always fail. Now, this. He holds up his left hand. Potion of climbing.
That could be
Can
handy.
be handy. Yes. Many users, and not always immediate, know what you'll need it for. Last for 1 hour.
Assume climbing.
Yes, for climbing, but for climbing many different things. But
Very observant, brother.
and this one, potion of gaseous form.
What? Guys, ladies, gentlemen, excuse me for a moment. Vernon rushes back out the door.
I think Vernon is experiencing gaseous form of his own right now.
I'll be back.
What liquidous form, baby. So what does that potion do?
This transforms everything you touch, along with everything it's wearing and carrying, into a misty cloud for the duration.
Everything. So I consume the potion, then touch something, and it happens, or they have to consume. Like, you have to splash the potion on something.
Pretty much, yeah. So they're then flying at 10 feet is their movement speed. So, handy for some situations. Who knows? You might find something useful for it.
How much would these be?
So, let's see. Potion climbing, 180 gold. And for gaseous form, 300.
Look to the others. Do you think these could be handy in the coming adventures? We still have that gold that Leosin gave us to prepare for our coming travels.
Does seem handy.
Wait. And he pulls out a second potion of climbing. I have 2 of these, it turns out. Oh, how'd I get 2? This makes no sense. Who knows these days?
So, look at the others looking for.
So,
Scratch,
for
what
the
do you
lot-
think? Would you need would you use something like this, maybe?
I probably wasn't myself, but the others might.
Well, I mean, for me to climb anywhere, I need a 5-foot fence, and you would probably be able to just climb over it easily, whereas it's quite high for me.
That's fair.
Always capable of throwing little people quite far. It's like climbing, but faster.
Alternately, you climb up, and I sit on your shoulders.
Yeah, this also works.
So how
Yeah,
much
when
would they
you
all
drink
be
it-
together? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it gives you climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. So you
Damn.
can speed climb pretty much.
Is it like you still have to be
You get advantage on athletics checks when you climb.
okay?
So it's pretty good. It might come in handy for climbing a tower at some point. Who knows? Or something.
You might.
So how much will they all
Any
be?
hints?
I actually don't know if there is a tower. I'm just saying. Look, I don't read. I read a little bit ahead, not that far. I know that. Yeah, either way. So for all three. Which do you want? 2, 3, 2, 3. Gaseous form. 2 potion climbing.
Can I persuade you to give us a good deal on all 3 of them? Like we've returned again today. We've shown that we're going to keep frequenting your business.
2 for 1.
Let's see. We do it for 500.
I'll tell the others. That seems like a fair deal to me.
Their climbing's on 180 each, and the gaseous is 300. So yeah, you're getting pretty much one for 20 gold. So
I don't want to spend the shared gold without consulting the others. What do you think?
Seems fair to me.
I give a nod.
Okay.
pretty good.
Very well.
Very good.
You have yourself a deal.
Assistance in doing little people things.
Yes. Thank you. Reaches over and takes the gold and hands you the potions. Now, anything else?
Is there any other items you may have that within our kind of a price bracket? We're still fairly new to traveling.
No items you can buy at this stage. Only useless things like this. And he holds up Wonder Smiles and points it towards you and forces you. Yeah, roll a what is it for Wonder Smiles? I can't remember.
I used to have it. Damn it.
Yeah, I know you did. It just forces the target to smile. So yeah, you're forced to smile for the next period of time.
Smile or smell?
Smile.
Well, that's interesting. How much is that?
So you now have this great. Sorry, roll a DC charisma check.
Charisma check.
Yeah.
That would be a 15.
15. You can feel the smile is starting to appear, and then you manage to not have it affect you. He looks at it. God damn it! Wrong person to use it on. Always forget that. And he points it at Visok. Roll a charisma check, Visok.
Bisok needs to smile more.
18.
18. He looks at the one disappointed. What is with these? This usually works on at least one of you one time.
It seems to be broken. Perhaps we could have it for a better price.
Oh, I assure you it works. And he points it to himself, and you see this great big smile appear. See?
I see.
But
It's okay.
It's very interesting.
yes, it is very interesting. And fun. Fun for annoying grumpy people when they least expect it.
How much is it, just out of curiosity?
450. 450.
Bit pricey for me. And it doesn't seem to work on Visok anyway.
Oh, it does most times. Most times it does. Today, for some reason, does not. Very strange. Very strange.
I think tinkerers and their tricks should not try and upsell things that don't always work.
Oh, it does work. Lots of times it worked on you. Just not today. Not this time.
Mm.
Oh,
If
So you
that
say-
is all, yes.
you might have future items come in that might be more.
Possible. Possible I find you again at some point down the road. Possible you come back.
I said, do you live only in this city, or do you?
Ah,
have
that
other
is for you
stores?
to find out. You might find out at some point. So we have to wait and see. See if you live that long. And with that, off you go. Other places to be used to.
Goodbye.
And tell your Goliath, other Goliath, not to drink so much of that stuff.
Yes, apparently plum juice is
Ah, yes. No more than 3 glasses. Go.
We had 3.
He had
We
4.
had 4. That's right.
Off you go.
Actually, one quick question before you go. You seem to know a bit about what's going on around, like
Yes.
what's around.
No much, but no more to tell you. Go. And he
Wait,
starts pushing you magically out the door. The
As I get
chairs
punched
will
out.
go away.
Where do you buy juice?
Not here. And the door slams shut.
As the door shuts, they all see Vernon coming back down. I tell you, do not drink this plum juice. Do not drink it. You do not want to see what happens.
Well, one glass every now and again isn't a problem.
No,
It's
no
just
glasses.
That
I
many-
seem to be fine
No.
with one glass, Vernon.
No glasses. No plum juice. No,
Brennan, are
not-
you walking funny?
Yes. No plum. Do not drink the plum juice. It's a trick. It's a trick.
And I noticed the sentinel because I obviously I'm at the right height to notice the scent. So I use prestidigitation to clean up the area.
Well, that'd also be Grung, and Scratch would be at similar heights. It's slightly. Yeah.
It does not bother me.
Are you alright now, Vernon?
Don't forget those potions onto your inventory.
Yeah, I've already got him in.
I don't think I'll ever be alright again now, so far.
Will going shopping for fishing equipment make your day better?
Yes. Yes. As long as we're near a latrine.
This is pretty much the area where you got told whereabouts fishing stuff was as well. So
Hmm. Did you find
Well,
anything useful in the store?
Yes, we've purchased 2 potions of climbing and a potion of gaseous form. Don't know exactly how they'll come into play, but it could be useful in some situations.
You bought something you don't know?
Well, I know what they do, I just don't... In certain circumstances, they could be very useful.
Yes. I'm
Um,
sure a pretty cocktail dress could be useful sometimes too. Doesn't mean you buy it.
Potion of climbing means we can climb very fast and be better at climbing. Could be
Yes.
if we have to climb a wall or circumnavigate something. Could be handy. Sorry, out of character. Potion of gaseous form. So that I have to. If we use it on something else, you have to splash it with the potion. Or
I'm assuming so. It says you touch something, so
yeah.
it's a bit. We'll figure it out when we have to use it. It's
Alright.
a bit. Yeah, it's a bit iffy in its wording, unfortunately.
Alright. Oh, let's go look for the fishing store.
Yes, let's go.
Oh no, sorry. You drink it and you gain the effect of it.
Oh, so you can't put it on
So
something
it's-
else.
Nope.
It's-
Unless you can make that thing drink it.
Yeah.
It's good for something as a like to hide if you're in a sticky spot.
Or to
Or
get
if you
into an
got,
area.
or if you got something really heavy you want to move.
Oh, if there's anything you're touching as well. No, your
Awesome.
equipment.
Tell me. Do you think that this plum juice is some sort of poison?
Well, I had one glass and it seemed to be fine.
Yes. You're much hardier than me. Now, do you think it's some kind of poison?
Don't believe it would be. Leo's and Unther's. Unther, what was his name again?
Yes.
They seem to frequent that from. What had Unther in my head?
Yeah, because that's his first name. Yeah.
Ah,
Boom.
Unther from. When you said
Sorcerer.
this Thrum, I'm like, okay, their own name.
Ale is not poison, but it is a poison. Yes? Yes?
I mean, technically,
It sound-
yeah.
yes.
I'm gonna guess
so is
so.
plum juice not poison, but it is a poison? Can you please tell me?
How am I meant to know the molecular make
You're a
of
sorcerer!
juice?
You're a sorcerer!
I can make fireballs and cast spells. I don't do science. You need an
Brother.
artificer.
Lay your hands on me, please. Lay your hands on me.
I think it is a
Boy, my
poison.
friend, you look like you're fighting.
It has affected his mind.
I'll be back. Vernon runs back off to the latrines.
The poor guy.
Well, person we needed to go to the fishing store now no longer with us.
Maybe we can buy
Hold
something
on.
for him.
I'll go get him. I follow what I'm assuming is a trail.
But-
To river, and then
Cover your nose.
use 5 hit points of lay on hands to gently, pat his head.
It doesn't do anything.
Brother.
It doesn't do anything.
It's not helping.
Well, I tried, my friend. I have nothing more for you. I'm sorry.
I think you should leave.
I think it is best.
Yeah,
You
leave. Leave.
are quite smelly. I leave.
Ah! Ah!
There is
I
no
can't
sense
believe
in
this.
talking.
I can't believe
I can't
see
believe
it.
this. Can't believe it's gone down this path.
It's ever been
He
done
went
before?
there.
It's ever been done before in D&D?
Well, I'm sure it has, but
It's always the first time for everything.
This is just what you were expecting tonight. What's this, sir?
Yeah, shit show.
Literally.
If only I had that sound effect.
That's the brown rains.
Chocolate rain.
Either way, what are you doing in the meantime? As you wait for Vernon?
It'll do with,
after
like-
reporting group, I bid my adieus as I go up to work the sword again because it needs my attention.
There you go. Your sword's almost done anyway, so
Okay.
You'll do a lot to look around for the closest fishing shop and so we'll know where it is when Vernon returns.
roll a perception check.
14.
14. You see one not too far away from where Vernon currently is shacked up. And you see the shopkeeper is looking... person attending it is looking a bit warily down towards the end where the latrines are.
I'll walk to the store and just kind of wait outside, waiting for Vernon.
It's not actually really a store. It's more of like a pop-up sort of thing on the outside. It's sort of like a wagon sort of setup on the edge of the street.
Think
Oh.
of the bazaar that you go that
Pretty
Aladdin
much.
runs through the movie.
Pretty much. Little pop-up shacks everywhere. Stores.
Do they sell fish here?
You asking the storekeeper? The
Yes.
guy who's attending it? Not really. More the equipment for getting fish.
Oh. Okay.
Do you sell crab pots?
Let me take a look. He looks down and lifts up the back of his cart. I have one.
Vernon exits the latrine and looks around for where where the party's gone because they're not where he was. They're not where he left them.
They're actually closer to you than when you... They're not that far away from you.
There
You
they
are on the same area. You're about 20 meters apart.
Hello, Verden. We're over here.
Wrong. Ah, yes.
We're here.
Hello. Ah,
We
excellent.
found you a fishing store.
Ah, very good.
They don't sell
And-
fish.
And
Yep.
I quietly use prestidigitation again.
You're the one making all the noise down there?
What noise? No idea what you're talking about. You sell fishing gear.
I do.
Ah, excellent. What have you got? Let me see. Ooh, crab pot. Excellent.
Yes,
How much
just
is
the
it?
crab pot?
Yeah.
It's a gold.
Excellent. Do you have any rods?
There's a selection of rods on display.
Whoa. Look at these beauties. How much do they cost?
Around a gold each.
Excellent. Well, I
Vernon,
definitely
do-
want a rod.
Lures
Yes,
and
yes,
baits.
Dawn dear.
Do you think you could show us how to fish? I've never fished before.
Sir, yes, certainly.
Yes, show us, Vernon.
Ah, you both want a rod? Grung, do you want a rod, or do you want to show me how you fish with your mouth?
I will show you.
Excellent.
Though it has
Two
been a
rods?
while.
Does anyone else want a rod? Rhapsody.
I will have a rod, please. Yes.
No, just put my
I'd like
hand back.
some
Scratch?
line and hooks for mine as well. Tackle
So-
and bait.
Rash as well.
So
We'll
you-
get rods.
So, what, 6 rods and
6.
bait and a crop?
Yes.
I'll do a deal. Give you everything you need for 5 gold.
Sounds good to me.
And that's all the tackle and everything we need for the rods as well?
Yes.
Everything included?
And the thing for you to keep your fish in, if
What
you
he
catch
just
any.
said.
You can roll an insight to see if he's telling you the truth, if he's trying to go and bullshit you.
Well, we'll check it anyway when we get the gear.
The only deal,
Puts it all up.
reach into the coin pouch and get out 5 gold.
Here you go. good luck.
Thank you.
How the hell are we going to carry all this back to the tavern?
Haha, you forget, Elendil. I'm a Goliath. I can carry much.
It'll
Vernon
just start
hefts the
floating
rods
up.
up over one shoulder and throws the crab pot over the other.
Alright, we'll cut over to Visok. You're up in the forward with the people finishing your sword. It's taken them most of the night, and you see inlaid. What was there was a hilt, wasn't it, that you wanted in it?
Pommel specifically.
Pummel. Okay. So you see that the pummel has been incorporated into it, and you were just there to do the final finishing touches with it.
Taking my hand and chanting in a deep voice, I put one hand upon my heart, put the other on the pommel, with the spirit of my own spirits, guide my hand, with the thoughts of my clan, guide my purpose, with my purpose clear, the path shall be, so it is.
Alrighty, lad. This one is all yours, laddie. And he hefts you the sword, hilt first towards you. Go on, pick it up.
I hesitate a second before grasping it with two hands and lifting it.
And you feel a
Gently
warmth spread
across.
through you as you lift it up.
Thank you, my friend. This is most kind. I do not think I have a way to repay you for what you have done for me.
I just followed orders, so put it to good use.
Duh.
I've already added it to your equipment.
Okay.
Okay, the rest of you is making your way back to the tavern.
We leave a little area so the rest of the group. Anything else we need to get while we're here?
No.
Do we know the supply situation? I've forgotten. Was it mentioned?
They were giving you supplies to go along.
Either, or we had enough to get to where we had to go to meet the caravan.
Yeah, something like that. You'd had enough, so.
And then the caravan had whatever we needed from there on.
Did we? Sorry, I can't remember. Did we organise we had to meet them before, or like, were we meeting them just before because they were going looking for items for us as well? Did we have to meet them before we left, or were we meeting them at the
You're
barge?
meeting them this night to get. You're catching up with them all again.
Okay. Well,
So
goes back to the tavern. Let Vernon rest.
by this time, between the interactions at the magic shop and the fishing shop, it's probably pushing 11:30. Vernon running up to the bathroom every half an hour.
I'm feeling better. Think it's all gone.
Shall we order lunch and have an early lunch?
Maybe some plum juice.
Oh, Grant. Might have to put you on the end of my rod.
Oh my god.
Is that a promise?
It can be whatever you want it to be, Rhapsody.
Lunch sounds good.
Lunch? Okay.
So you make it back to the tavern, and you see From and Leosin in discussions at a table, with people coming and going from them relatively quickly.
Oh, I'm definitely going to eavesdrop on that.
Roll a perception. That bad?
9.
9. You just hear some mutterings. They're being very quiet about what they're talking about. You failed a lot of those eavesdropping attempts.
I'm just as bad as Crush when he's freaking dragons.
Illidan will walk over towards them and call out, "Hello, friends! Didn't expect to see you here early."
What do you mean early? It's lunchtime already.
Thought we'll see you this evening.
I run most of my business from here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. We haven't really had much of a chance to chat.
And this is not the time for it. If you excuse me. And he gets up and walks off with a trail of people following him.
Obviously, he doesn't want to talk right now. Shall we find a table?
Yes, what do we want for lunch? No plum juice, Grung.
See what other juice they have.
Nuts
I'm
and
done with
seeds.
juice.
I hear prune juice could be interesting.
Oh, if it's got juice at the end, I'm not doing it.
I will have beans,
Cool.
please.
Beans. Seeds. Scratch. You want seeds?
And nuts.
And nuts. Nuts and seeds.
Besides
Absolutely.
you,
Fruit.
Bread. Fruit. Fruit bread.
Meat and
and
fruit.
Visok, you'd also be joining him at this time as well.
Ah, Elandir, what do you want?
Meat and fruit, please.
Meat and fruit. Aye, this is a complicated order. Vernon heads over to the innkeep. Hello.
Lunchtime already. Good grief.
Yeah.
You and your eclectic order. What do you want this time?
Oh, it doesn't get any easier. Oh, no,
Same as
no-
breakfast?
No plum juice. No plum juice. And
He
yes,
looks at you. Okay.
other
No
than
plum
that,
juice.
same as breakfast. With ale this time. And some water.
Alright.
Some of my friends prefer water.
Okay then.
Extra ale as well, please.
Pretty well. Goes off and starts preparing.
Visok is back.
And heads back to the table. Ah, brother, your sword.
And,
Looks magnificent.
they did a very good job. I am quite
Yeah.
impressed.
Yes.
Show us, Visok. Pull it out.
Mm.
You want me to pull out my sword for you, Karan?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Not being taken the wrong way at all.
Vizok slowly starts to undo his belt.
Not that sword.
Just testing. Of his shoulder strap for his greatsword that hangs off his back. So he can put the sword
Oh.
on the table. And then pull the sword out. And lay it on top of its scabbard. On the table for everyone to have a quick look at.
Look at that. They worked the pommel beautifully into this blade.
And does the knuckles of my chieftain embedded within the metal.
Mm.
Looks sharp.
I wouldn't try using it to you don't have arm hairs to shave, but it's equivalent. Yeah,
Who
but-
needs hair anyway?
Mm.
About this time, your food and drinks get delivered, and he gives Pred an extra long look as he puts down his drink in front of him.
Hmm.
I sheath my sword and refasten it.
Ale. Better not be bloody plum flavored ale. Vernon sniffs at it a bit before having a sip. Ah.
Roll a perception check.
18.
18. It tastes and smells like ale.
I think this is all I will be ordering in this city for the rest of our time here.
So, did enough ales get brought out for... how many ales actually got brought out this time? Or did you fuck up the order again?
It would have been 5 ales.
You did not fuck up the order. Nobody said what they wanted to drink.
No, I'm more clarifying so we don't have a miss stuff up again.
So there's 5 ales and whatever else people wanted. So
Water.
Lindy will grab an ale. Sip away on it. Eating his meats and fruits.
I will have an ale this time.
Vernon, roll a Constitution save.
Constitution save. 11.
11. You feel that funny feeling in your stomach again.
Oh dear. Excuse me, lady, gentlemen.
Oh, not again.
I know. Vernon quickly heads out the door towards the latrine.
You just hear the barkeeper.
I will finish off his ale.
Okay, roll a Constitution save.
Against.
Against the DC of the fruit juice.
Oh. God damn it.
What do you think it was going to be?
I don't know. Con save 18.
18, you're fine.
Ooh.
So the prune juice has a con save, huh?
This doesn't taste
Especially
like
with how much red it's had and how small Grong is, yeah.
And it wouldn't be classified as a poison either.
Nope.
diuretic, maybe.
Laxative. Yeah, Pred just rolled too low to detect. Well, he rolled high enough to figure out that. Yeah, well. It was a prestidigitation to taste something different. So.
This doesn't taste right.
Oh, it tastes right. It tastes like ale. It just doesn't sit right.
Oh,
Because it's had prestidigitation cast on it to make it taste like it's something else.
Mhm.
this tastes exactly right.
Yep.
Delicious. I'll drink it all.
And you're fine from it. So, anything else you want to do on this day besides role-playing Vernon going to the toilet back and forth for the afternoon?
I don't think so.
I think we're right to skip the rest of that.
I think we're right to skip the rest of that too, yeah.
I need every detail.
No, we don't.
The slam of the
Vernon
toilet
kicks
door.
down the door to the latrine and enters with steely determination, his pants coming off as he heads to the fall. You asked. You asked, Bruce.
No.
We're going to call there for the.
Advantage.
Thanks everyone for watching
We're gonna
tonight.
Call there for the. Yeah, call there for that part.
Fade to black or brown, as it may be.
Ooh, yeah. Call of Duty Brown Ops.
So you're just going to hang around the tavern for the rest of the afternoon?
Pretty much.
I think so.
Vernon's hanging around close proximity to a latrine.
So pretty much you're around near the horses.
Yep.
Where Vernon likes to be.
So you're pretty much getting your stuff ready for tomorrow to leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we'll miss this tavern. I like it.
During the afternoon, you notice there's a bit of an increase in people coming and going, speaking to from Milios and then taking off again. There seems to be a decent amount of equipment and different soldiers and people coming and going. And as the afternoon wears
Can
off,
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth doing, but I've got this thing as part of my observant feat where if I can see them talking, I can understand what they're saying.
okay.
Probably work better than my idea.
So you understand what they're saying. Okay.
I can like lip read from where I
Across
can
the
see
room.
lips, basically.
So you catch throughout the afternoon as people walk in front of and they're moving around, organizing stuff. They're getting ready to send some forces to go south.
And we're going west.
Guys, I can make out what they're saying. They're sending some forces or something south.
And yous have just come from the south.
I was feeling this like maybe perhaps they're gearing up to go deal with that dragon turtle.
Because we're a greenest, right?
You were.
Come up there. Interesting.
Leosin did say he was going to get some men together ready to try and look for that dragon so that it didn't cause any trouble.
Maybe that's what it is.
I'm back. Did I miss anything? Rhapsody, can you do that thing again? Please.
And I cast Prestidigitation for him.
What are we all looking at?
Soothing.
What are you all looking at? What's going on over there?
By this time, it's early evening. It's probably 5 o'clock.
So could we tell that these soldiers were from, like, definitely from the Order of the Gauntlet, or were they just soldiers?
Roll a perception check to see if you can figure out.
Well, are they wearing any insignias like the squire that we...
Take a roll to see if you see him.
Nat 20.
Yeah, they're the Order of the Gauntlet.
Of course I get it on that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're the Order of the Gauntlet for 95% of it. There's the occasional city guard, but mostly it's Order of the Gauntlet.
In this time, has Grung been able to decipher the location of where the troops are being sent to?
No, because they haven't talked about that. They're just marshalling to go south.
South. Somewhere south.
South. Greenest. The Dragon Hatchery.
And getting towards 6-7 o'clock, you see From and Leosin take the same booth that they've been previously when you've seen them.
Never watched them.
After
Yeah,
the
so you don't
last
have that.
interaction with them, Ilandir is going to stay away and less invited.
From waves his hand over towards the bar to keep, and food is brought out for him and Leosin and one or two others.
Grung,
Yes.
can you see what they're saying?
Let me have a look.
At the moment, they're not saying anything. They're eating food.
He said, "This is delicious. I will order some more. Would you like one?" That's what they say.
Ah.
So food is also brought out for you around the same time.
What have we here?
Is the barkeep just assuming that we're going to order the same thing that we did for
Breakfast and lunch. Yeah, pretty much.
Does he use prestidigitation on the drinks this time?
Roll a perception check to see if you can catch him using any magic on it.
Oh, we gotta kill this fucker.
That's an 18.
18. He didn't use prestidigitation on anything.
So, do we even figure out that he used prestidigitation before, or we knew this?
You just think the
ale
Prudence
didn't
was
sit well.
acting, but yep, Prudence and ale don't sit well for Vernon.
Or at the least, the ale didn't sit good with his after having had.
After having the plum juice.
Yeah,
Plum juice, yeah.
Must have upset his stomach.
So you have your evening meal, and you see From call you's over.
Yes, from. What do you need?
You's getting up and going over there because you's a couple of tables
Yep.
away from him.
Yep, head over.
Head over.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have left quite the mess down the south, it turns out.
I left the mess in your latrine.
Yes. So the bartender told me. But anyway, the mess down south is a bit more time-consuming to clean up. Next time you encounter a dragon turtle in the wilds where it's not meant to be, kill the bloody thing, will you?
Why is that?
You've killed off its handlers. You've left it in the wild on a trading route. And then after you've left, a number of giants came down and claimed the turtle for themselves and took it up into the mountains.
Oh, I speak.
So, yeah, good for you. We now have to go and kill all of these and take resources from assaulting the cult to go deal with this that you did not deal with at the time. And during all this, we have also lost 5 caravans of traders during this. So, here, and he reaches down and pulls out the plate for Visok. Here is your plate. Here is your letter to take to Baldur's Gate to our contact. Up in, let me just see what the name of the place is. That is the wrong map for me. Up in the Black Gate.
And just for the record, my dear friend giving me the plate honor, I appreciate it. I had no idea this turtle dragon thing.
Either way, yous are all together as a group. Just
I wasn't there. It was no fault of mine. I was going along the road and then there was a turtle.
It doesn't
on the road,
matter.
and I was like, oh, there's a turtle on the road. He
I
looks like
just
he's sleeping.
shush.
Maybe he's meant to be here. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Either way.
Thank you for the plate.
Ellendir's just saying nothing. He knew this was not a good option to have left the dragon there, but just standing back, just quietly, just defeated.
So the contact name is Akin Celibon. A-C-K-Y.
A-C-K-Y.
N. That's his name. That's his first name.
Yep.
S-E-L-E-B-O-N.
Okay.
I know that all words are made up, but this is getting ridiculous.
And these are pulled from the frickin' book. That's why it's so annoying sometimes. So, when you're there, go to the Black Gate and find him. And he will tell you how to get hired as a caravan to track down the cultists. And hopefully, we'll be able to catch you at some point in the future after we go deal with this mess. Now, your barge is leaving at 8 o'clock in the morning from down the river, where you have been for the last couple of days. There's a barge not too far away from the magic shop you have visited. Take it from there. And it will take you, and if you're taking them, the horses to Baldur's Gate.
Well, thank you for
Yes.
giving us the,
Alright.
this horses.
I have to go
and-
see to my troops. We will see you later. Goodbye. And he gets up and goes to get more of his troops ready.
Did not seem like a very happy little man.
I told you we should have left that dragon there.
He didn't tell me anything.
Well, you went there. Sorry. The rest, I told Vernon that we should deal with that dragon.
Why do we have to deal with it, Illandir? Why is it our job?
We left what was very dangerous being on, like he said, a trading route.
So
on a
maybe
busy
the
road.
town should send a patrol. Maybe they should patrol the trade routes back and forth instead of relying on random travelers to deal with it. What if we were just a merchant caravan?
To
What if
be
we were a
fair,
merchant
you
caravan?
charged an attack.
What if we were a school field trip? Would he tell the 12-year-olds? Why didn't you attack the dragon turtle? Do you think it would have said that? No. No, I think if they want the roads safe, they should patrol it or they should pay me. I don't work
I
for
mean-
free, Elandir, and neither should you.
Well, it probably depends on what kind of school children we are talking about. If they're like humans, yeah. If they were Goliath, I mean, they might have a responsibility.
Oh,
we
self-respecting
train our
Goliath
children
would
to
come
attack.
out of the mountain.
Grung as well. I mean, I don't know much about Grungs, but if my one little froggy friend here is anything to go by, I think,
Could you imagine 30 little baby crocodiles?
Yeah, quite
I wouldn't
dangerous,
put my
actually.
money. I wouldn't put my money on the dragon turtle. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
From what you had seen on the road as well, you know that there is patrols that do travel along these roads that are actually paid to keep things away from your time traveling with the caravan to Greenest and from traveling to Greenest to here. You have encountered a number of patrols previously.
Perhaps we should have bought that wand of smiles after all.
What is this wand of smiles?
I will show you one day. Maybe.
Ilandir's just after the outburst, not even going to bother and just walk away to go grab a drink.
Oh, Brennan, you've upset him again.
I upset him?
He's very sensitive.
Why? What happened?
Oh, sorry. What's it, Brennan? Yes, you. He's, you know. You know, Elandir.
Oh.
We must work together if we are to succeed in our mission.
Ah. He's upset because he was saying I told you so, and I was saying that was not the case.
I know.
Ah.
But remember, we are all one tribe.
We are, Grom.
Is that going to be it for the night? With that, after that,
Yep.
I think so.
we'll call a break now then.
Right up.
It's a good
Time
time
for
to-
me.
Thanks everyone for being here tonight. You guys are awesome as always. We'll be back after 5 or so minutes. Go stretch legs, have a drink, that kind of thing. And we'll be right back. See you guys soon.
That is all.
Welcome back, everybody. Had to, stretch legs, got drinks, done all that kind of stuff. We're back. Let Mr. Sab take it away.
So you have a long rest again at the tavern. Get up early. Yeah, because he's really used a lot of spell slots yesterday.
Yeah,
And
if
because
you
we've
say
had
long rest, I'm taking it.
and because we've had a long rest, I go through and
Yes.
play my flute again for the
Yes.
inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And behold,
7 glorious hit points.
You just go downstairs and have your breakfast.
I feel good today.
that's good. Me too,
Oh, it's good to hear, Grom.
as well as one can feel, I suppose.
You must be looking forward to our trip on a barge. Water everywhere?
A barge?
What
is that?
It's a floating platform
Oh, yes.
in the
Okay,
water.
Yes. Yes, we head to him.
We can do some fishing.
Oh, I am looking forward to that.
I'm excited to be out of the city. Many people.
Oh,
Is,
away from the plum
smell.
juice. Sorry, brother, the smell was probably me.
Yes and no.
I tell you, you made wise decisions when you did not take the offer of plum juice from me.
Who do we see today?
It's back to front. Yeah. Fishing contest rules from the one shot I did.
Yes, nice.
Oh my god.
That was scary. But hey, my character won.
Pulling those out if we're doing fishing stuff again. So.
It feels like it's going that way.
Hmm.
So, you have your breakfast. You collect and pack your items. Guessing you go out to your horses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. So you just go. You gonna ride your horses or walk them?
Venom will walk his horse.
Welcome.
Okay.
It's not likewise.
So
We're up and out early enough that we can afford to wander down there rather than ride.
it takes you with the horses half hour to get down there, and you see a number of barges waiting at past. Actually, who is anyone on the lookout for anything on the way?
Sure. Yes, definitely. Always. I'm always on the lookout.
Just roll a perception check.
When I say I'm on the lookout,
You're not really on the lookout.
I'm sort of like looking down at the ground a
Yeah,
little bit. I'm sort of
probably
kicking
looking
some
at the ground
rocks
more
as
for
I
worms.
walk.
Yes, looking for
Yeah.
worms.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. As you go past the magic shop on the other side of the river, Grung, you see the gnome peek out the door and beckon towards you.
Okay. Beckon towards me.
Do I notice him beckoning?
Roll a perception check.
14.
14. You just notice the gnome waving Grung over.
Look, that guy over there.
Oh,
Magic guy.
I just kick a rock.
he seems to want to talk to us. Let's go and see what he wants.
So just the two of you splitting off?
Do you all...
Have
Fine.
seen
Don't
let the
anybody
others-
else?
So I just keep walking with my horse.
Okay.
Because I would have been
Yeah,
towards the front with
just-
Vernon, so
Yep. All right, just the two of us then. I'll call out to say we'll catch up.
Yes. Off you
Hello.
go on barge today. Off to big city. But found this, I did. And he hands you over a potion. This would be handy for someone at some point. The potion is clear liquid, floats at the top of the container, and has a cloudy white impurities drifting in it.
Oh,
Surprise, this is for one of you. One of you will drink it at some point. One of you will really enjoy this one.
what is it?
Oh, one of you can detect magic and figure that out. But you better go catch up. And he
He's
walks
not
up back to
having
his
that-
shop.
Oh, never mind.
What did you say, Frog?
My friend has upset stomach. You don't have anything that could help him.
No more prune juice. No more than 3 a day.
Hmm.
Or
Yes.
plum juice.
Good
That is the only
advice.
thing.
No problem.
As I told you yesterday. Now go. You just have much
Thank
to
you
do.
for your help.
Yes.
We better catch up.
One of you can
Indeed.
detect magic. So someone in the party can cast detect magic, can't they? Identify magic. Identify.
yeah.
fucking hoping so, because otherwise you've got this massive party and nowhere to identify magic items.
Yeah, no, I've got detect magic.
No, identify.
Identify.
Okay, no, I haven't got identify. I've only got detect magic.
So one of us just has to pick a random time to drink and see what happens.
I mean, I've got +3 for Arcana. I mean,
Yeah,
I could,
that'll
guess I
probably
could give
work.
it a
Yeah.
try.
Yeah, that'll work. So if someone's got
I've
high
got
Arcana,
+3
they
for
can do it.
Arcana as well.
Okay, so you can both do it then.
Is it identify magic or just identify? Because I have identify.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
You do?
Yeah. Yep.
Of all the people?
Yeah, I'm a well-traveled mercenary.
I think Venet is a sorcerer.
He doesn't have it learnt though at the moment.
What was it, Harry?
Okay, so you rejoin the party and you make your way towards the barges, and now you have to organise how you're going to get on the barges with your horses.
Ah, which
Up the
of
ramp.
these barges is ours? Are they all ours?
Yeah, let's see. You have 2 paid for by the Gauntlet of Order. Now, do you want to put your horses on one and use on another, or do you want to split yourselves up?
I think I should stay with the horses.
Don't split up the party.
Never split the party.
Someone's going to stay with the horses to keep them calm, so...
Yes, someone will need to stay with the horses to keep them calm. They're not that fond of,
You see the
feeding.
horses getting a bit antsy, getting towards the water to get loaded on.
It's all right. Vernon gives them a pat and a nuzzle. That's all right. Who wants to travel on what barge? I will put the horses on the second barge. I will travel on the second barge.
The second barge looks like it's also got more things on it to accommodate animals to be tied on and travel.
I shall go with you, brother. Keeping the beasts calm is easy work enough.
I'll go on the
Okay.
first barge then.
I'll go on the first barge.
I'll go with Inlandia and Rhapsody.
I will go wherever I can fit.
Probably the first barge. The back one's looking pretty heavy with
6 horses
6
and 2
horses
Goliaths.
and 2 Goliaths and the guy who's going to be sailing the damn thing.
As well as all the gear
Supplies.
that's already on it.
Yep.
Yeah, Ellendir, Rhapsody, do not forget your rods.
Thank you.
So, to Baldur's Gate. It will take us... You'll be there tomorrow night, best case scenario.
That's what I thought.
Let's not delay then.
Alright. You have everything and everyone? Then let us be off.
Think so.
And the barges push off and sail down, and
Is there
Slowly
anyone else on
through.
this barge with us, or is it sort of just us?
it's sort of you. They were hired by the Order of the Gauntlet.
Okay.
There's you and like 2 other people on the first one, and there's 2 on the second one.
Wow,
Just as-
I like this.
Just the sort of music we need. Fucking running water.
Went to the toilet.
What's that? We need another a quick 2-minute break.
So as the barges push off, you slowly sail through the rest of the city. You see stalls opening slowly, people slowly going about. And as you, after an hour, half hour, 45 minutes of travel, you are just about to exit the city as you hear the bell toll for the start of the day.
Oh, good. That a bell. I'll tell you that.
I'll be glad to leave that bell behind, brother.
As it finishes, I mimic it again.
It
Good
would
to know
seem
if we're
you.
well prepared.
It would seem you're gonna have that bell around for quite some time.
Hmm. Glad I'm on the second barge.
I'm glad to see some nighttime again.
I do have one prepared.
You set sail down the down the waterway, and you're picking up some decent speed as you carry along.
While we're traveling, I'll grab the potion and see if I can determine what it is.
Roll an Arcana check.
That would be a 21.
Okay, it's a potion of flying.
Oh, sweet.
Oh. I think we broke him.
Yeah.
Where's the EXE? They stopped responding.
I haven't actually said it out loud, but that's what it is, though.
Oh yeah.
No, you don't.
Son.
Like he said, it's a surprise for someone at some point.
A metagame or not to metagame? To metagame.
I will smack you down for metagaming on that one.
Well,
Especially
this will come in handy later down the track.
I'm just sitting on the front end of the barge, just gazing off into the sky, watching the birds fly around.
Hillendy up, sitting up a scratch, just looking into the world.
Just daydreaming, you know.
Wistfully looking up to him fly.
Should we set our rods, brother? See if we can catch anything while we're moving along.
Who knows? I have nothing else to do.
Oh. How's these barges propelled? Just pole barge, or
They got a
they got rowers, or some sort of magic?
magic.
Bloody magic. And do they have
Can't
rails
figure out something? Magic.
along the side?
They got some rails. Well, of course they do. They're keeping the animals on.
Yep, excellent. Wow, you know,
We
instead of
lost 3
fishing,
horses
like-
just from walking off the edge of the marsh.
They just kept on going.
Well, there are barges with no rails. They're flat
Yeah,
bottom.
but I specifically said that this one does take animals. So
The one the
They're
rest of
horses
us are
are-
on, perhaps. Doesn't
How
You
far
said-
away are the barges from each other?
at this stage, about 20 meters.
We could do fishing, brother, or we could run the rails.
Vernon, I'll shout. Are you fishing?
Maybe. I'm just talking to Visok about it.
No, let's go
Okay.
fishing.
We'll do fishing? Okay.
No.
Well, going to start fishing, Grung.
Okay. They're fishing. They're fishing, everyone.
Vernon hands Visok a rod that he got for him.
And what do
Ah.
I turn it around and then start dipping it in the water.
Oh, you've never used a rod, brother. I know in the mountains we generally spearfish and use traps.
So I thought, you know,
Wow. Yeah, let me show you.
Deal.
This is the tackle box. Pull out the tackle box. We need to set the hook. Need to thread it through the line like this. Vernon shows Visok how to do it. And then, most
It's
importantly,
tiny.
we need some bait. He pulls off a piece of bread. You know, Brim, they love bread. They love it. Puts it on the hook. Okay, once it's on the hook, you cast your line like this. Vernon deftly flicks the rod across into the water, and the line travels out.
Okay. So roll a d20. Plus your survival.
So just a survival check or a d20?
A
Survival
d20
check.
plus your survival. No, it's different. It's a d20 plus your survival.
21.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay. Okay. And then roll a d20 after that.
The likelihood of catching something, and then
Yeah.
the size of what you catch.
19.
19. Okay.
19.
19!
As you reel in your rod, you fished up a quite large fish.
Aha! See, Vasok, look at this beauty.
You got
He holds
something.
it out. It's about half his arm length.
Grung,
half
look
of-
at this!
Half a Goliath arm length.
Very good, Visok.
Thank you, thank you. Dinner tonight, eh?
Oh, yes. You wanted me to help you?
Maybe. Do you wear gloves?
No. I mean, help you catch a fish.
Yes, go for it. Fish away.
Having
jump
watched what he had done before, I'll throw out a line as well.
Okay, roll away. Anyone else who wants to fish as well?
I won't use the line, though.
Not
I'm
as
going to
well.
jump
So
into
what,
the
what do
water.
we do again?
Roll a d20 plus your survival.
That's
I will jump into the
17.
water and wild shape into a crocodile.
Fishing, pretty much fishing with dynamite, Grong style.
13 for scratch.
Okay. Roll a
I
d20
got
for Wes.
Again?
14.
Roll a d20 for
Do
Visok.
I add anything to that or just that?
Just
Okay,
this
11.
straight roll. And as I'm pretty sure you said dirty 20.
I said 17.
Roll a d20.
That was a 16.
Can we is it? Can we
One.
see the fish in the water, or is it?
It's a bit murky. You can't really. It's a river that's flowing. So
Okay.
sorry, what were the numbers?
16.
So you caught a large.
I
One.
went
What do you roll? Scratch.
14.
Did you catch a
14
boot
and then
this-
11.
You roll. You caught what? What'd you roll
I
twice?
don't think. I think whatever I called it wasn't legal.
You told me to roll again.
Yeah, a d20. Okay, so 14. That was the large fish as well. Not one. Visok, you have somehow.
Used underwear.
No, that's actually a bit different, a bit harder than that.
He needs one of those magical negative crits that Wes got to get.
He catches
Yes.
himself.
The 0 didn't actually, it shouldn't have been a 0, but it wouldn't have made much difference with the 1 anyway.
So I got a 15 and a 4.
Okay. Visok. Okay, so you fish up a small fish. Ilandir. And Visok, you have fished up a giant octopus.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
So
that
this was-
beauty, Visok.
I don't think this is a Bryn.
It actually attacks you as you fish it up, and as you fish it up out of the water, it tries to wrap its tentacles around you.
Brother, I do not think that I like fishing very much.
Hold on.
Oh, you guys are on the other
Roll,
side. How far
roll
away are they?
initiative. 20 meters, but the barge is about 10 meters in length, so they can be 20, 25, 30 meters, depending on. You're up at the front, weren't you?
I was at
15.
the front, yeah.
So
I
you're
was at the
30 meters
front.
away. Yep.
We're at the back of the barge.
Nat 20.
So everyone roll initiatives.
Fucking hell.
10.
Ilandir,
12.
14.
Scratch, Grung.
19.
Oh shit, I don't have Vernon Visok on here for some reason. Vernon?
15.
15. And what was yours, Visok?
20. Nat 20.
Okay. So you're first.
The crowd goes wild.
As you pull up this giant octopus that's trying to wrap its tentacles around you.
Yeah.
This is what was meant to happen in the one-shot campaign, but nobody rolled a natural 1.
Because we're clever enough not to.
It would have been a hard fight for a level 1 as well.
Oh,
Silly Visok, rolling a 1.
I think I have any octopus fight music.
When we say giant octopus, how giant are we saying?
Talking about like the squid from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, we're talking like
its
octopus
tentacles.
that's like slightly bigger.
Its tentacles are 15 feet long.
Oh Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ!
So one of its tentacles
Good
is 2 of you.
It's big.
So it has quite the reach.
It's
Okay,
large.
so when you were like, you pull up a giant octopus out of the water, I'm like, oh,
It
yeah,
is
this is like
massive. No.
octopus.
No, you're up to, the big thing that washes up on the beach occasionally. It's that sort of size.
Yeah, great, love it. Okay, I whilst struggling to fend off a 12-foot tentacle,
15.
15.
15-foot tentacle. This is really going somewhere not expected.
It's sort of grappling onto your rod, trying to get closer to you.
Reach a hand
What
back
are you,
and
Chad?
pull out a great sword.
Yep.
And somehow get both hands on it to swing down on the tentacle that's trying to enwrap me.
Okay, roll with disadvantage.
Love that.
Because you've got your fishing rod trying to pull out your sword, and it's also trying to grab you at the same time. It's a bit of a mess of a situation for you.
Yeah, this ain't going good. So that'll be 11.
11 hits.
Damage. Okay. So I rolled 2 and a 6. I'll re-roll the 2. Into a 1 because yeah. So 11 damage, and then I'll go for a divine smite. Is that what it's called?
Hellish.
Yeah.
Mighty mix smite.
Yep.
Which I can't remember where it is.
2d8.
2d8, thank you.
Sorry.
2d8.
Yeah, because it's in a weird spot. Your divine sword.
Channel divinity.
21 damage all up.
21 all up. 52. Sorry, what did you say?
21 damage?
21 all up, okay.
11 from the greatsword, 10 from the
Yep.
Smite.
Grung, your turn.
Grung's in there.
You
Sorry.
hear Visok grappling with it and a sound of sword hitting something fleshy.
Grung's going to jump up on the raft with his two.
Actually, can I... Sorry, I'm
Crocodile.
just rereading this. When you spend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target plus 1d8 for extra spell level higher than first.
Are you casting it as first level or second level?
Oh, right, that's what that means, sorry.
Yeah.
Carry on. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump up on their barge on one side and attempt to bite into the octopus.
Oh, because you were in the water, weren't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a crocodile.
Forgot about that.
As a crocodile.
Yeah. So
And
roll
I'd
your
also,
attack.
class this as a large beast as well. Okay. It is 15, 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Great. D10. not so good. That is 3 points of piercing damage,
Mhm.
and the target is grappled.
Okay, so Visok is holding a fishing rod and his greatsword with a giant octopus with a crocodile hanging off the giant octopus now.
Mm-hmm.
Visok, roll me a strength check to see if you can hold all of this. That's all of a sudden this unexpected weight that is latched onto this octopus now.
Can I go athletics instead?
It's a strength check.
Alrighty. Say 14.
14. You feel the rod starting to slip and everything starting to slip down.
I'm going to take my movement as well,
Okay.
because I'm going to try and move it off the raft.
Okay.
It's half movement when you're dragging a grappled creature.
Okay. So it's hanging onto the fishing rod and Visok. It's going to roll a strength check to see if it can hang on to the barge and Visok. Natural 20.
Oh,
It's not moving. You've got one of its... Where do you latch onto it?
Its body, I guess.
Roll me a d12.
Okay.
One, it's its body. Anything else, it's a tentacle.
7.
7. You latch onto one of its tentacles.
Okay.
Legs, arms. So you pull
This with
a
12
tentacle.
arms.
I'm just pulling away.
I knew it was more than 8. So you're pulling you're pulling a tentacle away.
Yep.
Vernon.
Alright, Vernon summons his long sword to his hand and makes a two-handed strike at one of the tentacles that's latched around Visok.
Go for it.
16,
That hits.
7 damage.
7. As you cut down onto one of the arms, you slice through it and the arm has released that area. But it's still got a few more to go. That's it for you.
This is
That's
getting
simple.
difficult.
Scratch. You hear a bit of a commotion behind you on the other barge now.
Short turn. Can I see what's happening from here?
Yeah, you can see. The barge, the cabin's sort of like on one side and they're on, yeah.
So turning and seeing and remembering the orders I'd been given previously to protect people, I'll pull out. I'll just stay where I am because I'm still a coward and I don't want to get anywhere closer. So I'll just pull out my short bow and take a shot at the squid thing. What's that? 17. Plus 5 is 22.
Okay, that hits.
And that's on D6. Or 7 points of
7 points.
piercing damage, I assume. Yes. And I'll stay here.
You all of a sudden hear this as a arrow sinks into this octopus and it's sort of looking around, trying to frantically figure out what the hell to do. So it is.
This is so peaceful.
We're not in combat at all.
I feel like we need some combat music.
It's going to do a tentacle attack against
Wait a
Shay.
minute. Is Crush in charge of the music again?
You think so, eh? Hang on. Yeah, let me fix that for you.
There we go.
Pirate music.
Seems fitting.
Yarr.
Yep, this will work.
Well, I'm going to attack Shay, so. Which that is a 20 to hit. Unless he's got spells or something he can use to increase it.
He's not me.
I can't remember sometimes which one's which,
No, it doesn't.
but he can hellish rebuke. So if he wants to, sushi anyone? Cooked fish.
Calamari for dinner.
So he's attacked
So-
you with a tentacle.
Yep.
And hit you at 20.
And it's
Okay. So that is
probably
2d6. That is 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As he reels around and double strikes you with 2 of his tentacles.
I will take the 7 points of damage.
It's almost like you had this convenient additional 7 hit points.
I didn't realise that. That's the end of his turn. Ilandir?
How is... So Ilandir, hearing the commotion behind you, will turn around as well. How is the giant octopus looking?
Pretty rough.
Pretty rough?
It's got a tentacle being pulled one direction. It's got a couple wrapped around the bars of the ship and one latched around Visok.
So it's pretty much stretched out right now, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's being pulled in all random directions, and it's missing an arm because Vernon cut it off.
Ilandir, seeing the stretch and seeing that aiming towards the middle would be a reasonable option, is going to conjure 4 glowing darts and cast Magic Missile at level 2.
Okay.
So that is 4d4 plus 1.
4d4 plus 4.
Sorry, plus 4. So 4, 8, 9, one last roll. 12, 34, 15, 16 points of damage. As
Okay.
he
How
just
do you...
unleashes his bolts from his holding. He's still got a fishing rod in one hand because he hasn't really had the time to drop it down. He's just conjured the magic missiles with using one hand, just like conjured them up and just pushed his hands forward, launching it towards the center mass of the octopus.
And as the final arcane missile impacts, the giant octopus goes limp and just hangs there. Still partly wrapped around Visok and the barge and a tentacle in Grong's croc mouth, but just...
I'm shaking the shit out of it, trying to drag into the water.
Death roll, death roll, death roll!
And as you're shaking it, it's slipping off the barge and off Visok into the water with you.
Drag it into the water, and I'm going to
Okay.
eat it.
whole
We'll see.
Ah, Grong, you're not sharing? Vernon,
No evidence.
Vernon
There
picks
is an
up the
arm. There is a
tentacle
tentacle.
that's still on the
Yeah.
deck. I guess this part's for us and that part's for you, eh?
Rather, I don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think I'm fishing.
Well, when you fish like that, I don't blame you.
And I didn't think there'd be combat tonight.
I'll pop back up after I've eaten my fill. Whoops, that's the wrong music. After I've eaten my fill, pop back up on the barge, like the huge belly just wild shape back out. My grung form, like this huge belly just lying there, like, oh.
You need a rest, Grung.
Which
Your
barge did you go up
afternoon
onto?
siesta.
That's my original one. It's too much.
Well, that was a bit of a excitement. I would not recommend fishing anymore in these waters. Okay?
It only happened one time.
One time's enough, I think, for giant octopuses.
I'm going
enough
to
for
check
me.
on the horses, brother.
I am going to take a breather.
Vernon goes over to the horses and just keeps them calm. The giant octopus.
Ilandir, having his small fish, just goes, like, packs up the rod and puts it away.
Is there facilities on our barge to make a cooking fire?
There's a like a little area where they heat up water for drinking and whatnot. Like a
Okay.
little-
I prepare one of the fish, well, the fish that I caught. The only
which
one
is
on.
which is
I got a
your
large.
arm. Yeah, which is your arm span spread out.
Yeah. Yep. Like
So
so.
it's-
So when I say I caught one this big, it is actually one that big because yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to prepare it and start cooking it up for the evening's meal.
How big actually? Like, I know you said small fish is like small, or is it like smaller? Like, how small are we talking? Like, not worth
6
eating,
inches.
or
6 inches.
okay, it's not too.
30
Deal-
centimeters. You know, it's big.
Not great.
you see scratches, you see rhapsodies, you see Vernon's. They've all
Vernon's
caught
got a
these
huge
massive.
fish.
Rhapsodies
These
is
massive
basically the
6,
same
7
size she
feet.
is.
They're like 6-7 feet long, and you've caught this one that's barely a foot.
Ilandir sees like what everyone else caught, so just puts it back in the water.
Like what you caught is probably big for me, but
Could have used it for
small for
crabbing.
everybody else. Could have.
Go on now. Vernon will just bleed his fish so he can cook it up later.
I've just started pecking the eyes out of mine.
We can share my fish, brother, and some of your octopus. I've still got this tentacle.
Feel free to have my share of the octopus. For some reason, I lost the appetite.
You won't notice any difference when it's cooked up.
Don't talk to me about octopus.
We'll make an agreement, Grung. I not say plum juice. You don't say plum juice. I don't say octopus.
Okay.
So rest of the day, you don't want to do anything. Rest of the day.
I'm just going to continue to watch the birds.
As it gets to afternoon, I'll scale and prep my fish. Got it.
So it starts to approach nightfall. Now, we can make camp up ahead, or we can risk continuing on during the night and crashing and having not a very good time. I'm recommending we camp up ahead for the night.
Camping is good.
If we
Camping works.
made light, would that help you travel through the night? Just out of curiosity.
You wouldn't necessarily be able to make enough light for both barges to see properly.
You probably want to sleep as well.
Considering how early we had to leave, sleep would be good. Especially if we have to sail all tomorrow as well.
Very well.
And from what I heard, you weren't in a desperate rush to get there tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. Is this conversation happening on the front barge only?
You've been asked similar questions.
Okay, yeah. Our second barge wants to camp. I think Visok and I, but Vernon said camp, didn't we?
Yeah, camping's good for
Okay.
us.
Alrighty then. And they pull the barges up ahead where it looks like there's a regular camping spot for barges. You see there's already another 2 up ahead, pulled off to the side.
Excellent.
Can we see what's on those other, like, are they just transport barges, or have they got
Roll
people
perception.
on them, or...
Roll perception.
15.
Scratch is not saying anything today.
20.
Too busy with his
Or
fish.
21.
Just going to keep pecking the eyes out and then looking at the birds.
Okay. You see that they're empty barges at the moment, it looks like. Looks like they're usually used for transporting food, wares along the river.
Do we notice any signs of battle or
Scratch
them
certainly didn't.
fleeing?
Not bitter at all, are you, Wes?
You see,
Yeah.
you see some smoke rising from a campsite off to the side, and the
Crush.
flickering of the lights. Light from the
Roll a
fire.
history. Roll a history check for me.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's see where we got the history.
What should be a 20?
4.
Oh, yes!
But
Illander,
that's still a 7.
Illander, come here, Illander.
What's up, Vernon?
Yeah, I have this fish and part of the octopus. If you want to take it and start cooking it up, I'm gonna take the horses off the barge so they can rest overnight and muck out the barge too, because they did not have a fun time when that octopus turned up.
Does it look like they needed the plum juice?
Looked like they got into the plum juice good. But here, I
Very well.
prepared the fish already. It's all good, filleted, ready to go.
Well, perhaps we should make camp before we take it off the barge, and so we don't really have to put it on the ground or something. Show us somewhere we can put it up here while we make camp, and then we'll cook it up.
Oh, you do what you need to do. I need to get these horses off the barge.
Then we'll find like a safe spot to put it on the
Easy to do.
barge so it doesn't get mucked up and
Burn and
Go
stuff,
make
tending to
camp.
the horses.
Meanwhile, I'm still tending my fish and vegetable stew that I've been cooking for the better part of the afternoon.
And you can see there's some semi-permanent buildings assembled here. They look like pretty much cabins that you can stay in, that people stay in during their trips. There's a little cordoned off area for keeping horses or other animals that are on the trip.
So, is there any like stacks of firewood just kind of kept around the campsite?
There's a couple of
or-
campfires already going in different spots. Looks like there's 3-4 different like camping zones that are sort of spread out with stuff they're prepared already.
Bill and Dee will go and grab the fish and call out the Rhapsody. Are you like finishing cooking here, or do you want to come to the campfire and cook at the campsite, or?
I can bring that over to the campsite. I will need some help. This pot's a bit big for me to carry by myself.
I look at the fish and like, I'll come back and take the fish and over to the campsite and come back and give Rhapsody a hand with the pot.
Yep. Easy enough. And cook your food and whatever else you're wanting to do. Nothing else for the night?
Not really.
Just so we don't spend an hour sailing down the river.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got my fish head and fins I'm going to put in the crab pot
Okay.
overnight, so set that up.
Okay.
I kept the head, tail, and stuff from what I prepped up as well, because I'm not going to eat those.
I'm pretty good for food tonight.
Oh, I can put that in the crab pot if you want.
That works.
Nope.
Okay. So you have your dinner. You don't do anything else? You reminisce about what size fish you caught.
I caught a fish. It was this big.
Oh, it's a monster.
Grung is lying by the campfire, still very
Starfish.
distended stomach still. He's eaten something that's probably 4 times his body size.
Oh. It was good.
You end up going to sleep and having a long rest.
Ah.
And the next morning dawns. and you hear the hustle and bustle of other people getting ready at the campsites.
That's not what I want to hear, Sab.
Why?
It's dawn. There's only one thing I want to hear at dawn.
Yeah, well, it's me saying it's dawn.
I think she's...
The fireball.
Wake up, Rhapsody.
Rhapsody's awake and she's playing the music for you.
Another glorious day.
So you can reset your temp hit points up to 7.
Excellent. I tell you that those hit points were useful yesterday, weren't they, bro?
No.
I always feel better after I hear this song.
Let's go check the crab pots, eh?
Sounds like a
wanders
plan.
down to look at the crab pots.
There you go.
What have I got for breakfast?
Let me see.
What do I roll, Mr. Saab?
I'm rolling it for you.
Excellent.
Crab check.
You found a giant octopus.
Roll initiative.
Run! Help!
It was a tempting thing to do. Send
A
another one.
15-foot, like, it's what, 30-foot side to side of a tree's tentacle in like a crab pot.
It's its mother. It's come for revenge. It's a 60-foot fucking
and it's riding a
tentacle
dragon
kraken.
turtle.
So
One of
there
an
is
army of
3 gradations in the crab pot.
Excellent breakfast. Look, Gillendeer. 3 of these little buggers.
Very good. Shall I set up the pot to boil?
Excellent. See, you've had crab before.
It sometimes came around Candlekeep.
Did you do much cooking in Candlekeep, or did you have it prepared for you?
Mostly prepared for me. My mother tried to teach me to cook. I unfortunately wasn't that good at it.
You're lucky you've never been forced to learn.
Let's just say I tried to cook some fresh pork. It wasn't worthy of a plate by the time I'd finished with it.
Well, look here, take this, and Vernon hands Illandir a crab. The first thing you want to do is put it on its back and twist off the claws and legs. Eh? Just like this. With a crunching sound as Vernon pulls them off. You got
Illidir
that?
tries to and gets bit by the claw as he's trying to reach down to grab the claw. Ow!
So I just give it a whack on the head and try again.
Shall I try to cook it the way I used to try to cook?
Oh, trust me, you don't want to put it in like that.
Illidir will try to reach in again. After struggling, he's not a very strong man. Much struggling, he finally gets one claw off. He just looks and goes, How do you make this? Oh wait, you're a Goliath, that's why.
Haha! Yes, maybe some of the other races need to boil them first, but not us. And now we just peel it straight from the shell like so. Ha! Vernon pulls all the soft meat out. Now I put it in the pot.
Well, I just hand it back to Vernon and just go, I don't think I have the strength to do what you can do with the crab.
That's alright.
So
Grant has learned a lot about cooking crabs today.
Cookie with
Yeah.
bread.
For all people on stream, make sure you actually boil your crab first. Don't try and...
Don't cook
You are
Goliath
not-
style.
You are not a Goliath. Vernon, Vernon almost thought I said the wrong name.
Visok.
Whacks each of the remaining 2 crabs and pulls their claws and legs off and scoops out the meat, chucks it in the pot. So just 10 minutes and it'll be ready.
Okay, so
I'm
how
hungry again.
big are the crabs? Like, are they us,
Normal.
a normal sized crab, or are they fantasy, a bit bigger crab, or
They're a little bit bigger. Not much.
would it be enough to
Jurassic-sized
feed all of
crabs.
us, or not really?
Between what was left over from last night as well and this, considering the size of the fish that you caught, you haven't eaten it all, even with 2 Goliaths.
And the 4 barge
Yeah,
helpers.
used 4 large big fish that you caught. Yeah.
Yeah, well, between 2 Goliaths, a halfling and a whatever that bird is, kenku,
Kenku.
Cockra.
probably
Oh,
eat
yeah.
like
Nah,
just
Jimmy.
a normal human amount, right? Poor Jimmy the alcoholic.
Rip. May he rest in peace.
I have not heard this story before.
So breakfast is had, horses are reloaded back onto the barge,
People reloaded back onto the barge.
people packed up their stuff and reloaded on,
Yeah.
and the barges set sail again down the river.
Do you think we can fish today, bargeman?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Hmm?
A bit downstream, we pick up speed, and you see the water current is gradually increasing. The as for
Hard.
the
Hard to
Very-
tell with these magic barges.
After his ordeal yesterday, Vizok is still feeling a bit overwhelmed and leans against the side of the barge to have a bit of a...
Vernon claps him on the back. Not thinking of life on the high seas as a pirate, eh, brother?
It's not a life for me.
Can't say there's many barges up in the mountains.
Yet, none, you might say.
Good ice fishing, though. Good ice fishing.
and as you travel along, the barges pick up speed and goes past midday.
Boop.
Yeah, Shay's gone for the night.
Chase gone.
Oops.
Alright, hold on a second. Gotta do camera readjust.
Oh,
Yeah.
you probably keep talking, Sab.
Yeah, keep on,
Yeah.
so just no one can see you properly right now.
I'm trying to think of picking up my train of thought again. Yeah, the barges pick up speed, and lunchtime. In the distance up ahead of you, you see a faint outline of a bridge across water. Still a good couple of hours away, but you can see that the water is starting to slow again after that rapid part where you just went a bit faster for a couple of hours.
Oh, it must be a big bridge if we can see it from this far away.
It's quite a long bridge.
Ah.
From this distance, it sort of looks like it's land, but you see sort of water underneath the archways.
Is that a good sign?
And it's actually getting more busy as you are getting closer to this area with other boat traffic. So it's having to slow down.
Hmm. Are we?
What's
we there
happening
yet?
on your barge, Grung?
At
Not
this
much.
rate, it's about 2 hours until we will be in port, and you'll be able to disembark.
Excellent.
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay.
Quite the wait today, it looks like.
Given Visok's gone eerily silent and is just staring at the water where the octopus leaped out from him yesterday. Vern will just go be with the horses and tend to them and talk to them. Maybe give their coats a brush.
Elandy will call out, weren't you going to make some health potions on the barge?
Yeah, I did last night. Made one. Can only do it during a long rest.
You subtracted the money from your gold.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's all right. We planned it.
Thank you.
Your barges are now pretty much touching side by side as you get closer to the city.
We're just having a yelling match across the barges anyway.
Yeah. And as you get closer, I'm going to pull up the map on D20 for Baldur's Gate. Just so you get an idea
do we
of how...
need to show that to stream?
This is a reference.
All right.
For you to know how big of a place this is.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh,
yeah.
Bigger.
There we go. Oh god.
Should have seen the size of my fish I caught yesterday.
So that crossing, that Worms crossing, is the bridge that you saw from downstream.
Oh yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Sweet mother of
Yeah.
God.
Yep. And that's also whereabouts you'll be unloading.
And then we've got to make our way into town.
Yeah.
3 days later.
So as you pull up, the bargemen will have to get somebody else to escort your horses around to the Black Gate. Or any other animals that you have.
They're not allowed through town.
No wagons, animals, horses, even dogs aren't allowed in the city. The streets are so narrow and steep and slick with the rain from all the time. They require everything to be carried in by porters.
Can you recommend anybody?
I'll see if they're working on the on the docks when we get there.
Thank you.
And
As I've been to Baldur's Gate before, do I know my way around like this area, or
you wouldn't have come this way, no?
when I come this way? So I know the city though itself.
Vaguely. It's been a little bit since you were here.
This is the plebs area, is it?
This is the poor area.
Working man's area. No
Yep.
place for blue robed.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been necessarily around this area.
Yeah.
You would have been more around the temples and that sort of area. The steeps.
With like the upper city, or
That area, yeah, is more where you all would have been.
hey, I'm sorry, I'm gonna see. So I would have come in through Blackgate. So I know a little bit about Blackgate and the upper city.
You wouldn't necessarily stayed in Blackgate very long, though.
Oh, I went through it.
Yeah.
High society, mate. Hilandir's noble upbringing showing through.
Well, the Blackgate is also pretty much just where the wagons are rehired. It's where you are aiming for to get hired to go north. So
And I did.
all the barges are unloaded where you are pulling in, and any livestock that's taken is escorted around the outside of the city by porters, and then redone up at Blackgate to then go north.
Well, a very inefficient method to have this giant hill in the way.
It's how they make their money as well, though.
It's a scheme. Maybe we should
Scam.
invest.
And it's a heavily populated city. It's 100,000 people in this city, in Baldur's Gate. So it is very busy.
Can we see the city from here?
Might be able to see a little bits and pieces of it over the cresting of the hill.
Probably see down the sea tower.
Yeah.
Just clarifying. So we're getting dropped at Worms Crossing. We're getting dropped at Twin Songs, or
Yep. Twin Songs is
Songs,
where you're getting,
right?
where you're getting dropped off. And your barges finally make the front of the line as you can disembark and your horses can get unloaded. And you see the bargeman call one of the porters. We need you to take these around to Blackgate and have them waiting up at the guy's Akin Selborn business up there. And the porter nods and rushes off and grabs a couple of others to help him escort the horses around the city.
Where are they getting taken to? Sorry,
The traders that you are meant to be meeting.
So, because these guys are hired by the order, they know who we're contact. Okay, sorry, yep, I'm with you now.
Yep.
I can sell them.
I didn't know they knew who we were meeting or anything like that. I didn't know how much they knew.
Yeah, you never know that they didn't say it.
Never asked.
You never asked, so.
No, that's what I was clarifying. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's about the extent of what they know, though. So.
Can we get off now?
Yes, it is best if you. Well, if you don't get off, I'm turning around and going back to wherever we were. So after we collect some stock. So I believe we're getting another load of prune juice.
They're in plums.
Don't talk to me about juice.
What about fruit?
Thank you for the service. The barge trip was most enjoyable.
Yes, a giant octopus is quite some excitement for a trip.
It was good fun.
And tasty.
Yes, you had a strange one turning into a crocodile and eating all of it, but an arm.
Had to leave some for me.
Anyway,
Indeed.
good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you for the journey.
No worries.
Vernon walks over to the horses and gives them a pat. We'll see you soon, eh? You'll be good.
And the porter who's in charge, we hope to be there by nightfall. But it might be a bit longer, depending how bad
Okay.
the outside is.
Well, we'll see you maybe at nightfall then.
That's if you make it through the city in time as well.
Yes, you never know.
Some of the parts of the city get very busy, very rough, and very hard to walk through easily.
It's alright, my friend here knows prejudication.
Just sort of laughs and starts escorting the horses off.
At this stage, Vernon thinks there's nothing that spell can't do.
Okay, so you are now in Twin Songs of Baldur's Gate. As you look around, you see pretty much a clean sort of slum area. They're roughly built houses, but they look clean and well maintained as best they can. You see people hustling and bustling, going to and fro, porters carrying all sorts of manner of stuff further into the city. There seems to be an endless supply of people carrying stuff. All rushing each way.
Should we head towards the lower city?
I guess that's the way to go.
Okay.
Sounds like it's got a plan to me.
Everybody's got their gear?
I do.
Mhm.
Yes.
I have my belt buckle.
Vernon's got his fishing rod.
Visok's packed up got his goods as well. As you step off and join the hustle and bustle in the Twin Songs and the outer city.
Ilander's going to like make sure his coin purse, everything are hidden. There's not obvious, not in sight.
Okay.
I like this place.
You do,
What is
bro.
your marching order? Through the city.
Do we want someone more stealthy and inconspicuous at the front, or do you want a Goliath to clear a path for you?
Just as a side note, when I got to while we were on our night on the riverside, I went through and dyed my hair while I was there.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm. Try and remember we spoke about that.
Yeah, and I take the drink the potion as well to change my eye color as well.
Yeah, that was a very strong potion for what I gave you. That.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, it was just a sip, just enough to.
I know.
I don't want anything permanent. I want it to go back to normal eventually.
That's going to come back and bite me in the ass later on, probably at some point, because I gave you so much of it.
Yep.
Illidir will say to Vernon, perhaps you should leave the way. We don't know if there's going to be eyes looking for Rhapsody. Perhaps having a big Goliath out the front might hide the fact there's a little halfling behind.
Visox also speaks up, and I'll protect the back, and you stay in the middle.
Sounds like a plan. Do you want to
make sure my cloak's well over my head and stay towards the back?
I mean, technically, you could ride the Goliath if you really wanted to.
Illidir's going to use prestidigitation to he hasn't been cleaning his robes like he used to, but he's going to dirty up a bit more just to make them look older and more well worn than what they are.
Just it might get loud and crowded, Illidir. So if you need me, cast message.
I can do that.
And with that, Vernon starts leading the way.
Yeah. As you start pushing your way through the crowds that are bustling about the streets, you slowly wind your way through the outer reach. It takes you about half an hour to get halfway around so far. The streets are narrow. There's no animals here. There's no horses.
No, that was me.
Coconut.
Hey, at least
don't know where you would have got coconuts from.
Classic.
Don't know where you would have got coconut shells from, though.
Vernon just keeps his eyes out as we're walking through the city.
Yep.
Looking for any threats.
Roll a perception check.
Four. Just too damn busy.
You're just too busy pushing your way through the crowds. You don't notice anything at the moment.
Illidir's kind of going second, just in case Vernon needs any help with talking to somebody or anything. Just making sure he's close to the front.
And you just keep on traveling. You're about up to White Keep at the moment.
I will keep a lookout as well. Thing as though this is all new and unfamiliar to me. I'm just looking around in awe, taking it all in.
Yep. For a lot of you, this is the first time in a big city, especially one that's so busy with no animals or anything around.
So how big is Baldur's Gate in comparison to Westgate?
Ooh. Oh god. Typing in Westgate size, but that's going to give me the fucking bridge in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you see Blackgate up there? That's probably the size of the city we've just come from.
Westgate is only a little bit smaller. It's 96,000 people.
Okay, so I'm comfortable.
Similar size, yeah. Similar size for you.
Comfortable, he says.
Wow,
There are varying degrees of comfort.
Yeah.
I'm always scared.
Always scared, so therefore always comfortable.
Yeah.
So you just keep on going through the crowd. You see tables, chairs, books, jugs, food, barrels of stuff being carried to and from past you, and a few behind you. As you slowly make your way around, you see these houses around you, a little bit better kept. They're still pretty. It looks like this is where the porters mostly stay and live.
Is it this busy further up Illidir in the wealthier parts of the city?
Usually not. It's usually not as crowded streets, isn't it? It's
It's always crowded around Westgate and the wide area in the upper city.
oh, so it's always crowded.
Yep.
It's usually fairly crowded. Bit cleaner. Bit easier to navigate. At least for me, anyway. I understand the workings of the area a bit better.
Tell you, I can't understand these people who live so close to each other.
Sometimes you have no choice.
You slowly continue on. It's about... What time did I say you pulled up? About after lunch, didn't I?
Yeah.
By now, it's probably getting to 4:30. You're just making it to Stony Eyes. On the edge of the lower city and the outer city.
Should we find somewhere to stay for the evening?
How would I know how, like, an area to stay in the upper city and how long it would take to get there from where we are now? Or
You know, to get from about here to the upper city, probably another hour and a half from where you currently are.
and I'd know some taverns and that around that area that we could stay.
You know, you could probably make it to where the guy you meant to meet in 2 hours.
Well, I haven't travelled this part of the city before, but I do know I've passed through Blackgate. I know the upper city a bit better. I know there's a few taverns that I stayed in when I was here. We could possibly stay there, or we should be able to make it through to Blackgate.
Wow, Walker's Wolverines also has an outpost here. If we want to go and stay there, we'll be more than welcome.
I don't think we're going to be able to find a caravan first thing, well, at this time of night, or this time of evening. Should we...
Walker's Wolverines is my mercenary company.
Yes. Whereabouts are they?
Ah, they're near by the Black Gate.
And roughly how long should it take us to get from here over to Blackgate then?
I've never been down this side. Do you know how long, Illandir?
From what I know of the city, probably a couple hours. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with this. Once we get into the upper city, I'll know how long it'll be, but I didn't really venture into this part of the city much.
Oh.
Oh, well, let's push on then.
We keep going. We keep going.
Okay.
As you push on, you enter through the lower city, and you see the porters are taking a different route, more closer to the city walls and not through the actual main part of the city itself.
Should we follow the porters? I mean, they would be wanting to move as quickly as possible, right?
That's the logic in that.
It may bypass a lot of the crowded spaces.
Okay.
So you're going to follow the porters along the wall edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So you follow the porters, and following the porters only takes you an hour to get to the upper city.
We'll be getting close to the Black Gate now, right, Illandir?
I'm more familiar with this part of town. Yeah, we are getting close. Shouldn't be
About
too long
20
now.
minutes away. He's about 20 minutes away at this stage now.
So did we actually get a... we know we got told the Black Gate. We didn't actually get given a specific location within the Black Gate to meet the contact, did we?
You just know that he supplies the wagons to when they go north.
I'm sure there'll be somebody there we can ask. Go to Vernon's group for the night. They can give us the information. We can ask
Well,
one of his
information.
company if they can put us in contact with him in the morning?
They'll probably provide us with an escort to where we need to go.
Or that?
Sounds like a plan to me. Perhaps I'll have the bed for the night, because if he supplies caravans, I doubt he's trading this late in the evening. He'd probably be opening again in the morning.
Hmm.
Vernon, roll me a history check quickly.
Yep. 23.
23.
See, that's what a history check should be.
All I have to say,
I'm sorry, Crusher. I didn't mean to.
This was for you to remember whereabouts your company
Yeah. Yep.
call was. So you know it's not too far into the Black Gate, and with how fast you travel, it's probably another 10 minutes for you to find it.
It's probably only 10 more minutes, friends, and we'll have food and bed.
Alrighty, lead the way.
it'll be interesting to meet some of your other Wolverines.
Ah, yes. Just don't cast any sparkly fingers at them, hey?
Did you let up like sparks either?
Were they the hunters you were telling us about before?
Yes, there might be some vampire hunters there.
Wonder what tales they have to say about you.
Nothing but good news.
That's what everyone says.
You sure about
I'm sure if you buy them an ale and listen to their stories, they'll tell you all manner of things. Just don't tell them about the plum juice incident. Let's keep that between us, hey?
For now, at least.
As you pass through the upper city, you notice that these houses are quite splendid, quite well maintained. They're walled off usually with a small, little garden in the front of them.
Candlekeep like this, Illandir?
Candlekeep's not quite as rich, is it?
Some parts of it look like this.
With my backstory, I'm more the not quite rich end, but still.
Yeah, I bet you would have seen parts of it like this in Candlekeep.
Parts of Candlekeep are like this. All the larger cities have your more extravagant areas.
I don't understand why you need a hut this big.
Me neither, Grung. Me neither.
Please continue on.
Oh, just gonna say it's just around here.
You come across the Black Dragon Gate that leads into the Black Gate area. It's a big wrought iron gate that has on either side a giant black dragons inlaid into the wall and etching holding the gate open.
I always wondered how they made these. Very intricate.
Magic, for sure. It's always magic.
Baldur's Gate was one of the first cities that I visited on my journeys. After leaving Candlekeep and seeing these gates,
You did not find the information you seek?
unfortunately not.
Oh,
It's be hard to find the information I seek.
I would have thought, if anywhere, Baldur's Gate, this place is huge.
It would have like many libraries I would have visited and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It has many libraries, much knowledge. Fortunately, just not quite the knowledge I seek.
Yeah.
Plenty of information on the subject that I seeked knowledge on, but nothing of the specific nature that I was looking for.
We'll keep
Until
searching.
L&D is like very carefully picking his words after hearing what he did from Leosin, he's being careful what words he says out loud.
Fair enough.
Mm.
So he's journey through the gates, and Vernon escorts you off to a side, and you come across a darker, looks like a sort of a townhouse with a stable leaning out the front. It's a 2.5-story house.
Here it is.
This is your house, Vernon.
Oh, it's not my house. It's the company's house. We share it, but it's permanently manned. Come inside. And opens the door and ushers everyone in.
Okay. Because I haven't asked you this previously, what sort of people make up the Wolverines?
All types of races.
types?
Except grungs. There's no grungs here. Grung is the only grung that's ever grunged my presence.
Grung is the only grung that's grunged.
Well, to be fair, the only person who has seen a grung has been the gnome.
The gnome, yeah. Yeah, there's no grungs here.
Well, that's not true. He did tell you there was a colony of grungs somewhere.
Oh, I meant in the...
Oh, yeah, in the Wolverines, yeah.
No grungs.
Yeah.
Maybe there will be one.
Maybe.
Grung the Wolverine. That has a ring to it.
You should, if there's any arcane wielders here, Illandir, maybe you should ask them about what you seek.
Yes. Also, wouldn't mind asking him a couple other questions as to why I can't say certain words anymore.
Yes, the Wolverines, we've traveled far and wide and seen many things, so...
Okay.
So, I'm assuming this conversation is still happening just outside the door. We haven't gone in proper yet.
I'm assuming so.
Like, I wouldn't be saying this in front of everybody. Vernon, so you're sure? I know. How long has it been since you've been like in a company of other Wolverines?
Oh, I was working with a group of 4 just before I took the caravan job. So I've seen many of them.
I only ask because
It's been 2 years since I've been to this outpost, though.
Perhaps we should see what they're like before we ask any questions of the nature we're thinking. Perhaps I can have a conversation with you in private before we go and ask any
at your
those
discretion.
questions.
But the Wolverines are my brothers. We're all handpicked. I trust them, but I understand.
Oh.
You just listen and suss things out for yourself. See if you're comfortable.
They were just kind of like, hush voice, just low, so that only Vernon and Illandir are talking. I'll have a talk with you in private. There's a couple of concerns I'd like to chat with you about before we go ask those kind of questions with. I'm sure your company's great, just I have some concerns that I need to talk to you about.
That's fine. You will find me in the room or outside. We can go to another tavern if you want.
Private, somewhere away from all this bustle.
Come. Let's get some food.
Okay. So you open the door and enter?
Yep.
Okay. Before you, sitting at a long table, you see a dwarf, an elf, a human, a gnome, a Gensi, a fire one specifically. Don't worry, you don't have to keep track of all these.
I was going to say, no, I need to keep writing everyone these down.
Take more notes, that's quick.
And there is two with their backs to you, with their hoods up, sitting at a table. The Gency looks up, sees Vernon. Vernon!
Ah,
You're back.
brothers! I bring friends.
At
This
this
is
time,
Ilandir. He
you
is a
see-
sorcerer.
You see the two hoarded figures turn around, and you see two drow.
Drow. What are they doing here?
You should know we accept all into here.
Drow.
Brendan, didn't you tell me to kill?
Yes. Yes, I did, Grung. Vernon's sword appears in his hand. And tell me, Drow.
And you see the rest of your company friends stand up and stand in front of the drow.
How
Ilandil
long have they
reached a hand.
served?
Ilandil, like,
These-
reach a hand up as the conversation's going. So, like, reach up, try his shoulder, like, just reach his hand to his arm. Perhaps stay your sword until we find out exactly what's going on here.
This is not your concern, Ilandir.
We don't need a
Who are
repeat
they,
of the
brothers?
dragon turtle.
How long have they served?
These two have served over 20 years here at a different outpost.
And they are vouched for by Walker.
Of course they are. But it seems that a company of theirs escorting something got slaughtered the other week. And we are trying to figure out who would do such a thing.
Oh,
At this moment, Scratch just slowly backs away from the group. In particular, Vernon.
and you, Drow. Where are you from?
We are from the north. Much further north.
With the slaver scum?
No. That is not our way. We are from the Evermores.
Never heard of Drow that do not take slaves. But if my brothers vouch for
Then-
you,
You have only heard of some of the worst of our kind. The ones who are missing were sent to escort some creature that somebody had brought and was sending inland. Turns out the Wolverines had been paid to help escort it further along.
Hmm.
But they are long overdue. And from a rumor, they are all dead. And their quarry now loose in the wilds.
well, since my brothers vouch for you, I will respect the company rules. But do not get in my way.
And nor you in ours.
Vernon sends his sword back to whatever plane it likes to chill out on when he doesn't need it.
Isn't it still in the same plane? It's just summon to your hand.
No.
No?
They're in a
Okay.
different plane.
Sorry, just clarifying.
Ah, brothers, you know how I feel about these Drow.
And we are short on numbers these days. It is harder to recruit new people that all get along with each other. There is many who never wanted us to take in Goliath, and yet here you stand. Many look down on the Drow worse, the Goliath worse than the Drow.
If only my old master would hear that, he would not be impressed.
It was he who changed the rules to allow others in the first place. But for a long time, he slaughtered many Goliaths.
And I
He
have
took you
slaughtered
in
many
as part of
drow.
your start of a penance
A penance.
to pay off a debt he felt he owed.
Interesting. He never spoke of this.
Why would he?
Why would he indeed? Anyway, as I was saying, these are my companions now. Got
Hello.
Ilandir, a sorcerer of much renown. Wes, he is a Kanku, and a hoarder of belt buckles.
Hi, Wes.
Who?
It's past midnight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you
like
fuckers do
clockwork.
that every time.
Like
Hi, Wes!
every week.
Every week, as soon as it gets past midnight, Fred.exe stops responding.
Scratch.
You should just change your character's name to Wes.
Yes, please. It would make life easier. This is Grung. He is a Grung.
Hello.
I
nice
don't
to
know
meet
if
you.
any of you have seen a Grung before, but they are miraculous. And this is Rhapsody, a bard, and quite brilliant at the flute. Every morning you'll feel invigorated, believe
You
me.
see several sets of eyes swivel over to where you said Rhapsody was, piercing intently at her.
And then this is
Remembering we weren't supposed to be
Say
saying
the
who it was.
name.
Oh,
My
these are
name
my
wasn't
fucking
supposed to be-
company brothers. I'm not hiding. No, I've known the people
Bounty
here
hunters.
longer than I've known you guys.
You're
And-
going
Long
in
enough to know
telling
that
bounty
this drow-
hunters of person with bounty on her head.
That's what his character would do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Just
I
gives
don't
Dad
know.
lots of stuff to work with now.
Can always count on Fred.
and this is Visok.
Absolutely.
The best.
He is a Goliath brother of mine, but he's a bit quiet at the moment.
He still doesn't look. He doesn't look too well after the sea trip. Seems it
He had,
didn't quite agree with him.
He had stomach problems.
And technical problems.
Yes, I think he was a little put off by the tentacles.
So what? Do we have any drinks? Food for my friends?
We do have some. Let us go get some. We're about to. Well, evening meal has just passed, but there is still some left.
Excellent.
And you see the drow stand. If you excuse us, we have others to go contact. And they walk past you and out the door. And a couple of others go off into do their own things until it's just the fire Gensai and the elves staying there.
Vernon, do you think they were talking about that thing? You know,
What thing, Grung?
the thing, and you stabbed him in, cut off the head. And never mind.
Oh. No, I don't. I don't think so.
Ilandir will like bend down to Scratch and go, Scratch, can you do your mind thing and talk with me and Vernon?
Oh, Jesus.
We need to have a quiet conversation without it being overheard.
3 hours worth. Yeah.
So,
yes. And dear, what do we need to talk about?
so is everyone in like the Wolverines? Have they kind of just
There's only the
Going
two
about
of them
their own
left in
things.
the room.
they're just doing their own thing though? They're not really.
They're sitting at the table having a drink,
Relate
sort
to.
of watching you, seeing what the hell you are going to do.
I'll say out loud. Oh. Shall we grab a drink and sit down?
Oh, we just ordered drinks.
Yes.
That's what they're getting.
Sorry, shall we take a table?
Yes,
And,
yes. Come
as we
sit.
take a table, Ilandir will like relay through Scratch. Like, say to Vernon, do you think it's safe staying here when, by the sounds of it, they're looking for the people who killed the drow, and we weren't exactly very secretive of the fact that we killed the drow and let the turtle loose?
Hmm.
What?
Yes.
Of
So
course we're safe here.
how long do you think it'll be until they figure out that it was us, Vernon?
It doesn't matter. This is company outpost. It's neutral ground. If it wasn't, they'd be dead.
But didn't we kill members of...
I think we killed members of the Wolverine,
We
Vernon.
killed drow.
Yep. The company of the two that just left.
Well, if you guys are uncomfortable here, you can leave, but these are my brothers.
I'm pretty sure they just told us you killed your brothers.
There's no
I think they're
drow
gonna look.
brothers of mine.
I think they're gonna look fondly upon you with having that happened.
Whoa. I don't care.
Oh.
If you feel safe staying here, you can, but between the drow getting killed and they're looking for whoever
I've been a member of the Wolverines for 33 years.
can.
I'm probably the most senior at this outpost right now.
Well, those
presumptuous.
two drow had been here for 20 years.
Yes, 33 is longer, Ilandir.
But I'm saying there's obviously elder members here, not just you. Who else is here? Do you know exactly who's at the outpost?
These guys like staring at each other the whole time.
I'm kind of like
Having this conversation.
pretending to have a drink and that while mentally having the conversation.
They're just acting totally naturally at the table.
All I'm trying to say is they're obviously looking for who killed those drow, which unfortunately was us. They're not going to pick exactly who killed. They're going to see us as a group. And the fact that you said Rhapsody's name I know you trust your brothers, but at the end of the day, they said they're bounty hunters.
Of course
I
we're
don't
bounty
feel safe
hunters.
saying
We're
here.
a mercenary company. Ilandir, you are my guests. And the company is neutral ground. They're not going to touch you.
So tell me, in your 33 years, have you ever witnessed a member of the Wolverines murder another member of the Wolverines?
Yes, we're soldiers. What the fuck?
Are there consequences for such
Yes,
actions?
there is consequences.
What are the
They
consequences?
would be?
They can get called out for a duel.
Okay. A duel with who?
With the aggrieved party.
The dead one?
Obviously not the dead one, Scratch.
Okay. So worst case scenario here, we have to all have a duel with someone.
No. Worst case scenario is I have to have a duel with someone. You're not Wolverines. You are guests.
So
they'd
what do they
probably
do
just
with
kill us.
people who aren't Wolverines that kill Wolverines?
Oh, gosh. Listen. You are guests of the Wolverines, yes? You are in their
maybe.
outpost. This is a neutral ground. No one can touch you.
But they could challenge me to a duel.
No, you're not a Wolverine. They can't challenge you to a duel. You're a guest.
Okay.
Would my time spending in Baldur's Gate, would I have any contacts in town that I would feel safe to going and staying with, or?
At this time of night? No.
I'll say this specifically. Sorry.
You do know that you got your contact you can go to at the moment as well from the Order of the Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah. But we only know where he trades, so we don't know where he.
He's in he's in the same district as he's in, so.
Alright. So if we went looking for him, we'd be able to find him.
He'd be well known, you'd imagine.
I'll say just telepathically to Scratch and go, I don't feel safe here. Not with what's just transpired. Perhaps we go find the contact of the Order of the Gauntlet. Or go find a tavern in the upper city that I know a lot better.
I'd be very happy to hide somewhere.
I don't feel safe sitting in the place where we've murdered their men. Even though I didn't take in their lives, they're not going to see it as that. They're going to just see us as a group. We killed their people. And I also worry about Rhapsody with how they looked at her when the name was mentioned.
I think the least amount of time we spend here, the better.
So, what's everyone else doing in the building? As in, not our party, as in the other two.
There's only the others have left. Is just the elf and the fire
But I'm
gentile.
saying, are they still just drinking? Are they?
They're sitting there drinking still, having a quiet conversation between themselves.
Ilindi is going to quietly say telepathically through Scratch to Vernon, I don't feel safe here. I'm going to go with whoever feels the same and find somewhere else to stay.
You are insulting my honor.
It's not
I've
yours.
guaranteed your safety. It has been guaranteed on the honor of the company.
In traveling around the world,
Traveling around the world.
around the small part of the world I've travelled, would have I come across any of the Wolverines and know their code, know if they're actually no, can't say inside check because Vernon believes it.
Broly.
I'm trying to figure out whether I would know the rules to believe that they're like this, or whether that's what Vernon believes and they don't.
Roll a history check to see how much you've
Come on.
What else is it going to be? Because you're trying to remember stuff from your past.
Oh, he looks
17! 17! Yes!
Woohoo!
Double digits.
Dice roll.
No, you needed an 18.
This dice roll is brought to you by a wonderful Wooten Forge dice box. Like, look at the amazing laser etching on the lid of the Crusher 110 logo. Go to wootenforge.com to buy yours today.
Okay.
Sorry, plug done.
So you would have, before you met Vernon, you had dealings with them one other time. And it wasn't a great deal, and you learned vaguely that they were, for the most part, honorable, but when bounties and money are involved, they can flip on what they believe.
So I'll just telepathically say through to Vernon again that I'm sorry that I'm insulted your honor. It's not your honor that it's not your beliefs that I'm worried about. It's the company. You may believe what you believe, but I don't feel safe here. I will be leaving.
Get the fuck out.
And I'll quietly say to Rhapsody and Grung.
The offer of friendship is revoked from you, and you are no longer welcome in this outpost. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Very well. I'll quietly say to Rhapsody and Grung, I'm leaving. I don't feel safe here. You're welcome to come if you want. And say to Scratch and Ability walk out the door.
And I'll just leave with telepathically saying to Vernon, just keep in mind that for the last 20 years your orders had drow that you were unaware of.
You too, hey Scratch.
Grung, Rhapsody.
God, tough choice.
I'm thinking that although he gave away that what my name is and what my profession is, I don't match the physical description of what they would be looking for. And at this point, I'm going to trust in what Vernon has said out loud, that they are honourable and that they're good, and all the things that he's been saying over the last few weeks that we've been together. And I will stay where I am for the night and move on in the morning. It would make it look as if I was trying to hide something if I was leaving now.
Visok's also going to stay. And Grong.
So we got 3. With
3 staying, 2 leaving.
then I will leave. And I will leave an egg for Vernon. I'll be back.
Oh god, we split the party.
There you go. So, you 3 are outside.
Yep. Yep, I've walked outside.
As Illindi is a bit on edge and a bit scared and a bit like, what the fuck's happening? He's going to like say to Scratch and Grung, I don't feel safe here. I want to go to a part of town that I know better. I know a couple of taverns in the upper city that we could stay the night.
Didn't Sab say it was too late for that? Our only option would be to look back and
if I found a contact that I knew in the city, would I be able to find a tavern?
You can try. Or you can try and find the other guy.
About what time is it?
By now, 9:30. So it is dark.
How long a travel is it to the towards the tavern that I'd know that'd be in the upper city?
20 minutes, half hour.
Illindi is basically in fight or flight. He's going to a tavern in the upper city.
Okay.
I'll say to Scratch and Grung, unless you have a better idea, I'd say we go to somewhere. I know the upper city better in Baldur's Gate. Go somewhere there. I just don't... As much as Vernon seems honourable, I don't know about the rest of his company.
If you say so, I'll follow along.
Grung will protect you.
And, yep. Illind is going to one of the taverns he knows.
Roll a perception check.
Out of the box, but it is a 16.
16. Takes you 20 minutes, but you eventually find one that you recognize.
Do I happen to remember what it's called?
3 old kegs.
3 old kegs.
Now it's on the map. I'm going with it.
That works. I'll enter the tavern, and do I recognize the barkeep, or is it a new barkeep? New barkeep.
You don't recognize anybody?
Barkeep. I'll walk up to the bar and... Do you happen to have a room for weary travellers?
We have 1 room left for the night.
Do you happen
It'll be 3 gold for the night.
3 gold? Sounds fair to me. Do you happen to have a tub or something big enough to fit my grung friend here in? He likes to have a bit of a bathe during the night.
There is a bucket upstairs he can use.
Thank you. And
The end of the hall. Yep.
I'll pass my 3 gold and
Yep. You can
quickly
head
go
down the key.
upstairs and...
You're up in room 7.
Room 7.
You go upstairs and it's a clean, well maintained. There's a couple of beds in the room. You don't want to talk about anything else at the moment?
I would just say, it's with the still having the telepathic connection, I would say perhaps if we're that worried about what has transpired, we should work on disguises for tomorrow.
I like that plan. The
I
thing
don't
that
suspect
worries me.
grunnings are very, very common in these parts.
And I'll relay verbally what Smart Scratch is saying telepathically, so Grung knows what's going on in the conversation.
After you just brought attention to the grung in the middle of the tavern.
Yes, I'll admit that wasn't my smartest move. I don't think I was really hiding it. It's not as if he's wearing any cloak or anything. He's pretty obvious.
Maybe you can do your spirit finger touch to him tomorrow.
I might be able to do that. I know there's work in the city, but we've now got a company that I question what they'll do if they find out what we did to their people, considering 2 Goliaths, a half-elf with blue robes, a halfling, a kenku, and a grung, a kind of a conspicuous party.
I am worried about the others.
I'm worried about them too. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
There's nothing else we can do tonight.
I think we're going
to and find Vernon tomorrow.
I think we're going to call it there for the night.
Oh, on that cliffhanger of the party split.
At least it's an even split.
Oh,
He's come,
one of the two parties will be dead.
You come together and then you split apart.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not getting said. There was no way Illidir was saying that tonight.
Drama. I like it.
Whoosh.
It sounds as if all our names are clearly said as well. Oh, God.
Next week is going to be very interesting.
Uh-huh. And, you know,
Last
last one for the year.
So you got to think Sab's going to have something for it. TPK.
HBK? Half body kill?
Half body kill.
Which Return of Seraphina next week?
Hey, I got a new character for the new year.
No, that was... I'm with Nelder on that one, Pre. That was a really good exchange.
Yeah, you basically insulted Vernon's entire life.
Yep. Because Illidir was scared.
Illidir is a fucking twat, man. He is a stuck-up twat.
To be fair, Fred's no better when it comes to drow. Vernon's no better when it comes to drow.
Vernon's entire life, the Wolverines rescued him from drow slavery. He's raised
Illidir was trying to say that it wasn't against him. It was against he doesn't know the company well, and his interactions haven't been.
Yeah, but you've been with Vernon, and Vernon's guaranteed your safety, and you spat it back in his face, man.
You also said you hadn't been there for over 2 years.
Yeah,
so what a change! What a change!
That particular outpost, you've still been with them.
Yeah, I was with them a couple weeks ago.
The way I see it is, if you're playing your character, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
D&D.
No, it's
pretty much.
I figured, Vernon he would not be happy hearing you slap back in his face that his entire life is not honourable and a sham. Yeah, well, he's not happy.
There's a lot to unpack from all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Sab, man.
I'm looking forward to this episode.
I spent a whole week trying to figure out where these threads go.
I did it all on the flight tonight. So
Damn, man.
But
He's not going to remember it tomorrow, though.
I've written it down.
I've got notes. I use my lovely Forge pen. That's such a nice handcrafted pen. I've got like a full page of notes. Full page, and I've got I've got to go across onto a second page to unpack that last part.
I mean, mine's a couple of lines on writing this, important threads that will carry into the future. I don't.
The whole page just on like the last 10 minutes of
yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be the last page.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a bit of an unpack and a bit
again.
we got a bit of an unpack and bit of a I don't know after the stream. But thanks for watching tonight. Appreciate you guys' company. Yeah, we're back next week. Next week will be the last week before Christmas. Then we're gonna take
New Year's.
And New Year's. So probably gonna have at least 2 weeks off then. As like some of us will be away, the Christmas period, all the craziness that happens. And
Man, imagine if we stopped this week.
leave it on that cliffhanger.
Don't do that to me.
Continued.
Could be even worse next week.
Crook.
Yeah. All sick.
All sick next week.
Come up with something for next week.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your company. I hope you guys enjoy this episode. And we'll be back next week for our last one before Christmas. From all us here, thanks for watching and bye. Go to woodenforge.com.
Absolutely. Best Christmas presents ever.